Let's fucking go. It's fucking 8:30. I told this guy. I told him the golden hours are like 10 a.m. to like noon. Fucking 8:30. You're kidding me, dude. Make sure the chat box is working right. It's kind of fucky-wucky. My chat is not popping up. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let me change the size. Make that bitch smaller. Here you can see. Font settings. Have a good stream. Thank you, Master F. Yeah, that's a good font size. Okay. I've already seen this whole thing. I had him show me it before he was done with it. Should I get a Big Mac? Yeah, go get a Big Mac. I don't feel like doing lighting or anything. I'm not gonna put a shirt on. Big man, pig man. Fuck you. But yeah, I've seen this before it went live. There's a couple points where it's like kind of nitpicky, but by the time I had seen it, the motherfucker was already posting Ocarina of Time countdown and had like an upload date and fucking like the points that I would have made he would have had to change like shit in the middle of the video. Here, let me get some lighting. Ah, fuck. That looks terrible. Oh shit, I forgot to add the hashtag Hax was right. Everybody start spamming that, by the way. Be very obnoxious with it. Hold on. Let's see. If only to get fucking Jisoo and Leffen to respond to it. Yo, what's up, Oreo? Oh my god, this light is fucking blinding me. I'm not gonna wear a shirt this entire stream. Alright, let's fucking go. 1 hour and 45 minutes. If you think I'm not gonna fucking change the playback speed, you're dumb. Of course. Of course I'm gonna increase it to 1.5. Of course. The first time I watched this, his voice is so monotone that, like, I could not fucking pay attention. I could not pay attention at all, dude. I kept looking at my phone. I kept looking away and shit. This part is not narrated, so I'll do it for you. Hi, this is Hax. Hi, this is Hax. I've been one of the hardest working members of the competitive SSBM community since 2005. Since then, I've made numerous contributions, including contributions to in-game software mods, the development and legality of ergonomic controllers, and the pioneering of LCD monitor tournaments. Wow, Hax, that's crazy, dude. Good shit, man. Alright. What else did Hax do? Okay. 2 months ago, I tried to help the community with a video titled Evidence.zip 2. Unfortunately, this video missed the mark due to its poor structuring and presentation, which caused my intentions to be misinterpreted by many people. I was even globally banned for Evidence.zip 2's creation. That's what, like, so you said lol, stop. So Hax was banned globally, pretty much. Like, Summit was like, no, fuck you. A lot of people were like, oh, Hax, mentally ill. Oh, he's obsessed with Leffen. Fucking ban him. But if you like actually pay attention to a lot of the stuff he talks about in this video, it's amazing how the shit that Leffen gets away with, but he hasn't made an hour-and-a-half long video, so he's not gonna get banned, but whatever. The resemblance is uncanny. The resemblance to what? Hax? Oh my god, there's more. I'm deeply sorry for the structural mistakes I just described. I regret them a lot. Despite the insurmountable odds I'm up against, I've decided that I'm far too convicted about this case to not present it properly. Circumstances have aligned such that I know things nobody else... Circumstances, that's me. Me, I'm circumstances. Circumstances have aligned, that's me. I did that. I did that, sis. Look around you. Look around you. We made this. We built this. This wasn't here before. Fucking hell. I just joined in Tech Be Naked. That's right, Zap. Yo, what's up, Abler, Ace, all you guys. Where was I? Circumstances have aligned such that I know things nobody else in this community does, and so I need this video to exist. Okay. Fuck. And yeah, if you guys don't want to sit here and watch me do the whole thing, there is a summary at the end, chapter 7. A lot of this, what I noticed is kind of recap and him giving more testimony and shit from the original Evidence.zip 2, which were testimonies from Evidence.zip, the first one. So if you don't want to sit through a whole hour and 45 minutes, we're definitely not going to do that tonight. You can go all the way to Chapter 7, The Agenda. He also goes over, I forgot to say it in the tweet, but he also goes over the new Samox shit where the metagame documentary was dropped that included propaganda to make Leffen look better. What? Shirtless technicals makes me horny? Hello? You look presentable and breedable right now? Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and steam on through. I'm done doing the girl voice. I should mention that the totality of the charges being pressed against Leffen within this video is massive. I am interested in seeing if any type of authoritative force within this community, i.e. Hitler, takes action against him for them. Okay, cool. He refers to a lot of the stuff in the video, like, it's almost like how I do my presentation, where it's like, in the Captain Zach video, I had verdicts. The charges are the things that Leffen's done, and he's building the case, kind of like a detective, I guess. I gotta put a shirt on to stop these motherfuckers in chat. No, it's never happening. I'm not putting on a shirt to fucking watch this video. Here's the thing. Maybe it's just because he's super invested and he's been in the community for like a decade, but I am hopeful that the community will take this video seriously despite everything that's happened. This video will prove that there is a crisis brewing within the community that can't be ignored. I think he has a different viewpoint. I don't see it as so much as a crisis as just Leffen and Jisoo fucking suck. So yeah, I think focusing more on the fact that they just fucking suck, and it's not like some shit that's gonna destroy the community. Like, really, who cares at this point if it destroys the community, honestly? But yeah. How much seminal fluid is in your hair? Joseph, time yourself. Take a 5-minute break. Go sit in the corner. The last hope for Smash. It makes it feel like, oh shit, I have this muted. Is there music? The last hope for Smash. Who's this fucking, what is this, Star Wars? What is this, an episode of Star Wars? What is this, a trilogy of Star Wars? Yo, what's up, WDYC325? Fuck you for having a name that difficult. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Okay. You should let me get a bite? This is like some weird-ass Japanese squid snack. You don't want this, cuz. This shit's saltier than a motherfucker. I don't even know why I'm eating it. Tastes like shit.
Without further ado, the overarching allegation I'm making is that the public has been fully deceived about the player Leffen's true nature because they never had access to Evidence.zip. All media publications that have ever been made about Evidence.zip, such as TSM's 2015 documentary series and Red Bull's 2016 documentary series, can be considered propaganda intended to cover up the truth about why Leffen was banned from his country in 2013. Leffen directly collaborated with these companies in order to issue this propaganda, which has led people...
Should I skip this? Let's get right in this. I'm skipping the intro. This shit is too long to have an intro.
I'll start by going over how Leffen responded to Evidence.zip 2. Even though Evidence.zip 2 was poorly presented, it still contained many allegations against Leffen that he never directly addressed. Leffen only ever made 2 tweets in response to these allegations. The first tweet was made 30 minutes after Evidence.zip 2 was posted. It read,
This is the kind of shit I don't get, because he's like... Leffen, this is some shit that is like super fucking manipulative, because no one ever does this. He's like, we'll be looking into a lawyer before saying more. What do you mean? What do you need to look into a lawyer before saying more? Like, you're not caught up in some fucking charge of, like, molesting children or, like, a crypto scam. You don't need a lawyer to respond to this. It's social media, like, how you've conducted yourself over social media. What the fuck is a lawyer gonna do? Right? Like, he's... What the fuck? You don't need to talk to a lawyer. It's just weird to me. Technicals is part of the Free the Nipple movement. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make your own video game technicals or your own anime. You know how much fucking money and time that takes? He probably thinks it's slander. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Even he can't really have a case against Hax with slander or defamation because you need to prove damages. It doesn't matter if he's just saying, like, negative shit about you. If that was the case, you could fucking sue anyone, right? Oh, this guy said something mean about me. I'm gonna fucking sue him for half of his property. That's not how it works at all. So this doesn't make any sense. Like, nothing happened as a result of the video, and he's like, oh, I gotta talk to a fucking lawyer. Okay, man.
At this point, I don't even know what to do. Legit concerned with my safety at events with this level of things. We'll be looking into a lawyer before saying more just to make sure my bases are covered. The first half of this tweet should be interpreted as gaslighting and self-victimization. In Evidence.zip, there's an excerpt that reads, following his ban from Sweden, rather than apologizing to those he's hurt, Leffen decided to stay true to his roots. He's chosen to play the victim card. And
he did kind of call that he played victim, though. That was good.
Without him. We hope that after reading the attached testimonies and forum posts, there is zero doubt that Leffen is not the victim, and that his decision to continue to lie only serves as further evidence of his character. This excerpt proves that Leffen is, beyond any reasonable doubt, not the victim in this situation. Furthermore, I'll read you an excerpt from my Evidence.zip testimony to prove that I've been the victim of Leffen's abuse for 10 years now. The excerpt reads, I've been...
Yes, the mess. Yes, the mess. Thank you for the $5, man. First time donating, dude. Love your content. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Sorry, I probably just butchered your name. Yes. Nigias? Nigias? Oh shit. That's the N-word. Alright, let's keep going.
Community since 2005. Never have I seen someone cause such a net loss of happiness within us. Never have I seen someone so poisonous. I beg of those reading.
Do you think Hax's allegations have legitimacy? Fuck yes, dude. The issue is that he's the one that said it because he fucking sucks at these. I told him not to do this. I told him not to make this video, by the way. But he wouldn't fucking listen to me, so I just made sure that it wasn't retarded, I guess. I told him I could handle this on my own, you know, just I'll take all the information, I'll do it myself, but he really felt the need to intervene. He really felt the need to be a part of it, so this is what we have. I'm just hoping that all you guys watch it and, you know, give him his shine here.
This to take Evo and Genesis 3 away from Leffen for the sake of our community. He doesn't deserve to be a part of what will be the grandest week in the history of Melee.
Okay, this is him talking about trying to get Leffen banned originally. Okay, and this is him talking about his ban statement, about how he was banned from Summit almost immediately after the video dropped because Leffen was playing the whole victim, and everyone's like, oh my god, Leffen's gonna need fucking bodyguards. There's gonna be people stationed with sniper rifles because they want to take out the second coming of Smash Hitler. Oh no. Fucking hell, dude.
And it was also written into the global ban state.
Did Hax collaborate with Hideo Kojima to add lore to the video?
That I showed you earlier. Leffen was able to flip the entire situation on me.
This didn't have to be an hour and 45 minutes. He needs to learn how to condense. A lot of it is recap. Like, there's a whole section where he goes over the fucking layout of the controls again. Like, we don't need to hear that again. We already know, man. Like, no one gives a shit about that part, let's be honest. Love your content, keep up the good work. iDubbbz is the white technicals. Thank you, Anonymity, for the $5.
And distract people from my allegations. The second half of Leffen...
Yeah, this is a new video. Ham is back.
His tweet from June 5th was just as manipulative. This part of the tweet suggested that Leffen would be seeking a lawyer. News outlets quickly picked up on the fact that Leffen was supposedly doing this, when it was never actually the case. If you search through Leffen's Twitter history, you'll see that he deleted...
And this is a new update, too. After Hax was, like, digging through all his shit and made that first Evidence.zip 2, Leffen went back and deleted, like, a bunch of shit from 2019 back. So, like, even while I was doing some research on Leffen as well, I was like, what the fuck? I can't find anything. It's because he's like actively deleting some of his logs. So yeah, it seems a little bit weird. If you didn't do anything wrong, maybe it's because I posted a screenshot of him saying nigger and faggot, but I just thought that was funny because I, on a whim, searched Leffen and then the N-word and something popped up and I was like, oh shit, this is funny. Dad. Thank you for the $2, biggest blunder.
Deleted 6 years of tweets after I uploaded Evidence.zip 2. Everything from February 7th, 2019 and back is gone, and Leffen deleted some key YouTube videos as well. Fortunately, I still have most of the tweets and videos that I need stored on my hard drive, and so I'll be able to include them in this video.
What I want
also
from
mention that Leffen
McDonald's?
specifically chose to delete
Give me
tweets
some
from
fries
February
and a
7th,
cookie.
2019 and back because that is the exact date of the final tweet he made within the Hax Con, which shows that Leffen subconsciously knows what he's guilty of. Something else I should mention is that Leffen's tendency to delete evidence was also documented in Evidence.zip. There's an excerpt from a player named VJ's testimony that reads,
and this kind of corroborates the fact that Leffen deletes information. Like, Leffen has recently deleted 6 years worth of information, and this is saying all the way back in 2013 when the first Evidence.zip came out, Leffen was deleting information or editing his posts to make himself look better on the Smashboards, all that shit. Tech forgore to put on a shirt. Nah, dude, I was just so... I took a walk to Taco Bell, and I was just so sweaty. I don't feel like putting on a shirt.
Leffen has on several occasions edited or removed his posts in order to embellish himself, which clearly shows that he's a dishonest person. This means that Leffen only claimed that he was calling a lawyer in order to manipulate people into thinking he'd actually done so. On March 30th of this year, one of the original Evidence.zip victims named C explained that Leffen used a lawyer bluff in order to make it seem as though he was in the right in these type.
Lawyer bluff. March 30th. So this is him talking to one of the people from the original Evidence.zip. That's another new thing that he has in this video is recent testimony from a lot of the older people that testified against Leffen. And he'll reference that a lot in this video. He was threatening about suing me for a long time. He's probably not going to do that, let's be honest. Like, anyone that's saying they're going to take legal action is more than likely going to settle out of court. This shit costs a lot of money.
Types of situations. C added that this is one of Leffen's many strategies that make him a psychopath beyond any reasonable doubt. The next tweet Leffen made in response to Evidence.zip 2 happened on June 12th. This tweet read, Hax's obsession with me is something I've had to deal with for 10 years now, so unfortunately none of this is a surprise to me.
Hold on. I know I'm pausing a lot. Sorry. I want to give my input. Can we get a close-up of the peanut butter complexion? No, I don't want to segue too much. This is going to be my stream for the night, so just going over this video. I want you guys to be informed on it. How am I blocked on Leffen's Twitter? I never even tweeted at him. You probably follow me, and he probably ran some kind of script or something. Hax's obsession with me is something I've had to deal with for 10 years now, so unfortunately none of this is a surprise to me. If you actually know the case... Like, this is weird for him to say that Hax is just obsessed with him for 10 years when people back in 2013 knew that Leffen stalked Hax on Smashboards. Like, Hax would say something and then Leffen would just be in there shitting on him or just in his face. Or, like, the whole situation with the box that he'll talk about later where Leffen is getting close with his fucking developer and he's trying to get the controller, he's trying to shit on it, and all because Hax is just working on this new project for an ergonomic controller. So to say that Hax has had the obsession for 10 years when it's kind of been mutual is a little fucking weird. I mean, certainly you could make the case now after him dropping over like 6 hours worth of content on Leffen. But let's not pretend like it doesn't go both ways. That's just disingenuous, because he's playing the victim here. He's like, oh, Hax has an obsession with me, dude. He probably says the same thing about me, like, oh, Technicals is obsessed with me. And it's like, no, dude. You called me out on the Jisoo thing, so now I'm on you. You can't just fucking make a whole essay on Reddit and call me out on Twitter and then be a little pussy about it and then block me. Flaming Inferno. Thank you for the 5, man. Hey, Tech, I love you by a lot. Real talk here. Who would you team with in a steel cage match against Brock Lesnar? Who the fuck is Brock Lesnar? I'm sorry, I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh. I've definitely seen this guy. Holy shit. Okay, so my options are Esam, a light Asian woman, a petite Asian woman, or, sorry, I'm kind of out of focus here, or Leffen? Well, I feel like Leffen doesn't have enough, not Leffen, I feel like Esam doesn't have enough protein in his diet. I literally just saw a post of him making some kind of fake mushroom chicken sandwich, so I think, like, he doesn't have what it takes. Leffen's my best bet, but still, we're getting fucked up. It's not happening. Dude, look at me. I'm like, Yeah, sure, I got kind of like a chest, but there's nothing going for me in the arms. Go wrestling ring. Alright, let's get back to it. Thank you for the 5. Oh, another 20. Oh, 20. Jonah Paniani Stover. Hey, how was that Cracker Barrel, though? I ended up getting catfish, because I don't eat catfish very often, and they have it. But my girlfriend's a vegetarian, and she fucking hates the smell of fish, so she always makes a big deal about it. But, you know, you just gotta tell her, shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch! And then you just eat. Alright, let's keep going. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate it, man.
Evidence.zip testimony, which contains tons and tons of examples of abuse, such as Leffen has tried to make me seem like an insane stereotype of someone locked up in a mental hospital who's so crazy they require a lobotomy. Yep.
See, he's establishing a pattern of behavior. He's saying, now we have him calling Hax obsessed, and we have multiple other people who are like, oh yeah, Leffen said that I've been upset. You'll see this throughout the video. It's multiple times where Leffen says the person criticizing him is obsessed with him or is like just insane in general.
He also adds made-up fantasies about me, like how I'm known for lying and stealing. He has
drop kicker,
with people I've met and will meet in real life, and therefore given them false preconceived ideas about me. He's also sent it around in PMs and made a pastebin about it. He also implied that I take LSD, which I never have. Mike Hager continued, when I was in my first to second year of high school, I was clearly at the bottom of the totem pole. I wouldn't say I was bullied, but people were very mean to me for no reason. I was once pushed into a wall for absolutely no reason at the end of a basketball game, and nobody cared. Nothing that those people did to me can compare to how Leffen has hurt me, even if you count everything all 20 or so people did together. Whenever Mike Hager would confront Leffen about his behavior, Leffen would respond by calling Mike Hager obsessed. For example, Leffen made 5 separate
that kind of hurt my arm.
Excuses to obsess over me for. The fact is that it's only going to hurt yourself and the people who you drag into your insane obsession. I'm going to try, I really am, to make this my last post about you, Mike Hager. Talking to and knowing you has been nothing but poisonous to me. You're probably going to go balls to the wall crazy continuing your obsession.
Let me see how the... Oh, shit! Where was I?
False preconceived ideas about me. He's also sent...
Yeah.
In my first to second year of high school, I was clearly at the bottom of the totem pole. I wouldn't say I was bullied.
I was going to check the like-dislike ratio to see where it's at now.
Now I'm known for lying and stealing.
Holy shit, it's just barely staying ahead of the curve. It's like 50%, but it's better than getting dislike bombed. Whew. No tags? Nigga, you're gonna upload at 8 p.m. with no tags? He said, fuck the algorithm. I hate this nigga. Alright. Fucking hell, man. No ads either? What is this, dude? Come on, man. Make your bag.
He has spread this on various forums with people I've met and will meet in real life, and therefore given them false preconceived ideas about me. He's also sent it around in PMs and made a pastebin about it. He also implied that I take LSD, which I never have. That's
a weird thing. If you guys... Let me play that back. He also implied that I take LSD, which I never have. That's kind of weird. That's on some slander campaign type shit. Oh yeah, that's how you discredit people. Oh yeah, Your Honor, the defendant is a fucking crackhead. Your Honor, Your Honor, respectfully, the defendant does meth. So, please factor that into your final decision. Like, what? If the nigga never did LSD, that's a very weird thing to try to throw in there. Preacher Jenkins, thank you for the 5. Why do you think Leffen is defending Jisoo so hard? Kind of strange for someone like him. Also just found you. Love your content. The FGC needed a content cop. Thank you, bro. The thing is once you dig your feet in too deep, and you put all your eggs into one basket, you kind of just have to keep going with it. Because if he admits that he's wrong, like, he's getting caught for so many things. And same with Jisoo. Why do you think she's not addressing it? Why do you think she's blocking anyone that says anything? Because if she even addresses it, she has to admit that she was wrong in certain areas. And when you're a fucking narcissist, you can't really do that. And Leffen also has a brand to protect. So, Your Honor, please, my defendant did it for the Vine. Dude, I love those memes. I love those memes. To be honest, Tech, all these quotes and shit have no receipts. Yeah, but there's... I understand that. Alright, because it's like hearsay. But when you have... Like, these aren't even, like, serious accusations, right? These are just, like, little things that I could probably believe. Like, oh, Leffen steals people's dog shit from their lawn. Like, if 7 people tell me that, I'm gonna be like, wow, it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird that Leffen would go around doing that, man. I don't know about that. it's from reputable people like Armada and shit too. So I don't know. It's like 10 people are saying this. I don't know. It seems kind of like I could believe it. They're not saying he fucks kids. They're saying, oh, he's kind of a fucking asshole. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll take your word for it, you know? But I do understand how there's some, you know, plausible deniability there.
Received ideas about me. He's also sent it around in PMs and made a pastebin about it. He also implied that I take LSD, which I never have. Mike Hager continued, when I was in my first to second year of high school, I was clearly at the bottom of the totem pole. I wouldn't say I was bullied, but people were very mean to me for no reason. I was once pushed into a wall for absolutely no reason at the end of a basketball game, and nobody cared.
Okay, you got bullied. All right.
Hager would confront Leffen about his behavior. Leffen would respond by calling Mike Hager obsessed. For example, Leffen made 5 separate forum posts that read, keep giving yourself excuses to obsess over me for. The fact is that it's only going to hurt yourself and the people.
Yeah, this... I would be very comfortable calling Leffen a narcissist. Like... Oh, sorry, I hit the number button. When you're a content creator, there's a certain level where you need to, you know, be focused on yourself so you can grow because you are the brand. But then there's just being, like, over-obsessed with yourself. Like, you can't even make fun of yourself. Like Low Tier God, where he can't even, like, make a self-deprecating joke because that would, like, affect his ego. I feel like Leffen is a narcissist. I think that's fair. Would you guys agree? Yeah, sticky keys. I think that's a fair, like, seems like old news. Yeah, right? I don't think anyone needs to prove that.
Who you drag into your insane obsession. I'm gonna try, I really am, to make this my last post about you, Mike Hager. Talking to and knowing you has been nothing but poisonous to me. You're probably gonna go balls to the wall crazy continuing your obsession over me, but I really, really hope that you'll eventually realize how stupid and fruitless it is. Also, fuck off then, Mike Hager. Just leave my friends alone. I don't give a fuck if you talk.
I wish he would have dated these or given, like, the post instead of doing this. It looks really cool. It looks like a fucking, like a cool little documentary, but I wish he would have shown me the post so I can easily, like, fucking input this and go look it up, but I would rather not doing that.
Talk shit to me, but leave others out of your obsession. It's apparent that you don't understand this, though, and I'm happy that you don't. It always makes me smile when you continue obsessing over me. Mike Hager, the parent, I'm sorry you're just so fucking hopeless. Keep doing whatever you like. Continuing to obsess over me is just gonna hurt yourself and no one else. These forum posts caused Mike Hager to conclude his testimony by writing, Leffen is a chronic liar and narcissist to a sick degree. This person is ripping apart my social life, other people's social life.
At some point, you gotta take the crazy nigga who's been recording stuff for 10 years for his word on specific quotes, if he's that dedicated. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna zoot past this. This is recapping a lot of the shit that happened in fucking Evidence.zip 2. What is this?
You have the points made, showing blatant unbelievable disrespect for the people he has hurt. At this point, I need to make a couple of things clear since my career is on the line. For one, I believe my ban statement should be rescinded.
Yes. Unban Hax. Hashtag Hax was right. Hold on. I need to make a text source so you all understand how serious I am about this. Thank you, mildly OCD. Leffen does have an old account he doesn't use anymore. Yeah, I saw that when I was, someone else, like, owns it now or some shit. What the fuck is happening? Close. It's not closing. What the fuck? Bro. Streamlabs is being fucked right now. Holy shit. What is this? There's no X. Yeah, Hax was right. I was gonna add a text source that says fucking Hax was right, but it's not even working. It's being weird. Yeah, my shit. Before my shit crashes, I'm just gonna stop.
I maintain that my ban statement, as well as the community's current perception of me, have been the result.
Nice shirt, homie. Thank you, Brennan's name. Thank you for the 5.
Of extreme manipulation and misunderstandings. And secondly, what I've shown you thus far, as well as what I'll show you throughout the remainder of this video, will prove that Leffen is a mass manipulator beyond any reasonable doubt.
I believe that.
And I've already given people huge reasons to be concerned about Leffen. For example, Leffen's Twitch bio claims that he's honest to a fault, which we now know to be on.
These are the kind of things where, like, honestly, you could save some time and just cut them. I get getting everything you can to build the case yet again, but this is the kind of shit where people start thinking, this guy might be a little bit fucking insane. I don't personally think Hax is insane. I can just see where people are coming from. Picking out his bios and, like, every little part of his personality to get, like, a fucking psychoanalysis, like you're a psychiatrist. It's a little weird. Thank you for... Oh, kneecaps! Kneecaps, what's up, bro? Do you cuddle the Pikachu behind you when you sleep? No, but I have been laying on him as a pillow. And, sometimes my girlfriend's also in the bed. So, yeah. It's like I'm sandwiched between Pikachu and my girlfriend. It's like a DP scenario. Thank you, kneecaps. It's cool seeing you here, dude. Can you show nips on YouTube? Yeah, you can. This isn't Twitch.
To be untrue. This type of bio is known as a preemptive defense, which is when someone assures you of their trustworthiness without any provocation. A preemptive defense is usually intended to manipulate people, and Leffen's Twitch bio is no exception. I also find it concerning that Leffen's Twitter bio has the Save Smash hashtag in it, which creates the false...
Anyone that has Save Smash in their bio is fucking lying. They don't... If you guys saw the Emp Lemon video, where he's talking about how fans of Nintendo need to change the way that they treat Nintendo, or else they're never going to change how they act. As soon as Sephiroth dropped, everyone stopped caring. All the fucking activism, gone. Oh, you gave me Sephiroth? Oh, that trailer was bussin'. I totally forgot about how you mistreated our community for a decade. Man, this character hits, dude. Like, holy shit, dude. How short is your attention span? That's crazy.
Skies of good intentions. Need I remind people that this community largely consists of a younger audience that would easily be fooled by these types of bios, and that we're knowingly letting someone with 300,000 followers use them. Next, I'll show you how Leffen evaded accountability for a separate subject very recently.
This is me!
Evidence.zip, one of the claims I made was that Leffen targeted Zero maliciously during last summer's Me Too movement. Even though I didn't have hard evidence to prove this, there was never a chance it wasn't true, just based on Leffen's malicious nature.
In my video for the Sky House, I show a Japanese player that was in the scenario that Leffen's referring to at Apex, where they're showing each other hentai. I know who that Japanese player is. I'm not going to tell you guys, because obviously I don't want them to get involved in this, you know? And when it comes to... Like, they're really nice. They're just chilling. You know, they don't want to get involved. But, you know, he did give his statement. Pretty reputable source. Multiple people also back that up. But, yeah, I would go and say that's 100% false. The shit that Leffen was talking about, showing hentai. Also, just think about it. Niggas that you respect, Japanese players that you respect, who are, like, the best in the world at, I think it was Brawl at the time. You're just going to meet them for the first time, play friendlies, and then show each other hentai? Like, that doesn't make sense for Japanese players. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if if you're on this unlisted VOD, if Japanese players look at hentai with each other. Roberto Appenmergado, thank you for the $5. Just caught up to the live timestamp. Loving your approach to this. Also, you said your girlfriend was vegetarian. Do you eat food that she eats too? Yeah, I like to make her feel comfortable, especially when we go out to eat certain things. Dude, her mom has been making fucking vegetarian hot dogs, and I swear to God, they taste the same. But when they're burnt, they taste like shit. Before I evolve into fucking ESAM, I need to, you know, clear that out, but...
As well as the fact that Leffen became involved with Me Too for strategic reasons in the first place, as I'll eventually prove in this video. Still, my ban statement claims that my assertion that Leffen conspired to cancel Zero was particularly concerning.
Wait, does he have a PDF doc for this? Or no? Yeah, sorry, we'll continue the video. No, he doesn't have a PDF doc for this. That's unfortunate. Okay. I know a lot of people aren't going to watch this whole thing.
I'd like to clarify that Leffen did in fact conspire with Jisoo to cancel Zero, and that this should be viewed separately from the second round of allegations that came out against Zero later. At no point did I ever discredit the second round of allegations, and so I maintain that this aspect of my ban statement is inaccurate as well.
Oh, is this a line in his ban statement? Particularly concerning is his I'm fucking retarded. Particularly concerning is his assertion that Leffen, for the purpose of personal gain, spoke out against Zero after evidence emerged that Zero had groomed a minor. This is the kind of shit that I fucking hate from Smash players. They make these, like, broad statements about shit like this here, basically saying, oh yeah, it's incorrect. What he said is 100% incorrect, and we know that. When they're wrong. Like, everything Leffen said was incorrect. He worked with Jisoo, who at the time she was talking about it, and before the Twitlonger ever came out, was telling Sky, you know Zero's a weird piece of shit. Her motive was very obvious, and I highly doubt that she wasn't talking the same way with Leffen. Leffen was not his friend at any point. I've talked to Zero. Leffen has never been, like, super good friends with Zero. At some points, he would, like, try to renegotiate his deal at TSM to get more money than Zero, because he felt he deserved it more than Zero. Like, they're not fucking friends. So I don't know why you ever try to push that narrative.
Out against Zero later. At no point did I ever discredit the second round of allegations, and so I maintain that this aspect of my ban statement is inaccurate as well. On June 25th, Technicals released a video which solidified that Jisoo's involvement with last year's Me Too movement was fraudulent. This was exactly as I suspected. Jisoo happens to be my ex-girlfriend, who I know to be extremely manipulative, and so I assumed this was the case as soon as I saw her aligned with Leffen. Technicals pointed out that Jisoo made tactical errors last summer that made her intentions way too obvious, such as putting Batman in her bio directly after making allegations without providing any evidence.
That's me.
Evidence.zip too, I argued that Leffen made far too many tactical errors as well. For example, just the fact that Leffen followed up on Jisoo's baseless allegations with a Twitlonger was suspicious in itself, but the contents of Leffen's Twitlonger were also ridiculous.
At some point, he points out the time frame in which he uploaded this, and Jisoo uploaded her thing. I want to see that.
The fact that Leffen followed up on Jisoo's baseless allegations with a twitlonger was suspicious in itself, but the contents of Leffen's twitlonger were also ridiculous. Most notably, Leffen's twitlonger contained a testimony in which he allegedly witnessed Zero sharing hentai with Japanese smashers at Apex 2013, which Leffen claimed made Jisoo's allegations more credible. However, Leffen's testimony contained an oversight in that Zero was 17 at the time, whereas the Japanese players were older than him. Therefore, the Japanese players would have been guilty of sexual harassment against a minor, according to Leffen's own testimony. Yet Leffen phrased it as though Zero was the guilty party. This loophole, which made it obvious that Leffen was only ever intent on canceling Zero, can be seen in this post in which Zero apologized to Leffen for sharing photos with adults back when he was 17.
Yeah, and the whole thing with Leffen's story, and he says this in the video, is when the allegation that Leffen brings up of him, which is false, we know this to be true now, of him, like, looking at hentai with Japanese players, he would be the minor in this situation. In the time frame, he was 17. So, I don't know why he brings it up as, like, it's... he's in the wrong when the Japanese players would have been in the wrong in that situation. I don't know. I'm not trying to... He's all in the Twitter. I'm not trying to cancel Zero with this. Like, it wouldn't be cancelable anyways. You're just trying to corroborate Jisoo's story with some shit you made up. How is that not a problem? How do people not see that as, like, a fucking red flag? That is the most manipulative shit you can do. Literally make up a story to corroborate some bullshit to put someone else under the bus. Like, that's so fucked.
Turned out that the moment several of the Japanese players...
And here he is quoting my information on it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this. More reiterating. Leffen advised Twitter to keep listening. Oh, yes. Here it is. The timestamps. He points out how right before right before Jisoo makes her initial allegation against Zero at 7:38, he's telling people to listen to victims and, you know, going forward, and it's important to listen to their stories, and then Jisoo's fucking allegation comes out like 30 minutes later. That's calculated. There's no way that's not fucking calculated. And that's before he makes his fucking twitlonger to corroborate her story. And Jisoo, like, beforehand was talking about how she has all these eyes, all these people to support her, all these people in the back. Basically just fucking IBDW and Leffen. Also, there was Alpharad. Mighty Keef seems to give his opinion on everything, even though it's not very educated, but hey, boy, that's just crazy. You do you. That's whatever. I don't really care.
Just Leffen Sweet Red, thanks for listening to me, but more importantly, keep listening to the people that are brave.
Anonymity, you said check your Twitter, homie. Why? What's happening? Here's a fancy little type thing. Oh, okay. Let's keep going.
Brave enough to come forward. Going to take a break from social media for a while. Take care. There are a lot of problems with this tweet. If you look at this tweet from the perspective of someone who has malicious intent, it's actually intended to do 3 things. 1, convince people to listen to the next victim who will come forward, which is Jisoo in this case.
Yep.
2, claim that Leffen is taking a break in order to make it seem as though Leffen and Jisoo have nothing to do with each other. This
Yeah.
means that if people had believed Jisoo's initial allegations, then Leffen most likely would have followed up by acting as though he didn't know.
Oh yeah, that's weird too. In this on Leffen's tweet, he says going to take a break from social media for a while. Take care. July 2nd, 2020. He never took a fucking break. He never took a fucking break. He came back immediately and then was corroborating Jisoo's shit and got directly involved in everything. That's the opposite of a break. You put yourself in the middle of a tidal storm of allegations. But nah, I'm gonna take a... Hey guys, I'm gonna take a break from social media. By the way, this guy fucks kids. That's not a break. How is that a break? What the fuck? That's like those false surrenders where people will be in your lobby. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna meet you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stop talking," and then they keep it going. Oh yeah, I'm done, dude. I'm done. And then it keeps going for 30 more minutes. It's called a false surrender. That's not. They're just pretending to get you to stop talking or like to win the situation.
Listening to the people that are victim who... And finally, 3, eliminate...
Market share, stocks. You know no smasher can fucking read this graph properly. What are you doing? Isn't this... Wait. Oh, okay. Isn't Leffen supposed to be up here? Is he higher? Yeah, he's higher than HBox. Huh.
Zero as a threat to market share in order to ascend to the #1 position within the community. At the time, Zero had about 330,000 followers, while Leffen had 280. The positive vibes Leffen gave off during the Me Too movement allowed him to ascend to closer to 300,000, and Zero's elimination
to the moon!
Until Leffen shows proof to the
to
contrary,
the
I would
moon!
stick to assuming that this is exactly how he was thinking. Not only will the reasons to support
Zero's
this theory evolve as this
gone.
video goes on, but there are also plenty of quotes that corroborate this theory within Evidence.zip. This quote, for example, describes how Leffen has always been known to scheme against those who he dislikes, and viciously go after them with lies and other tactics.
I like how he brings market share into it. I love it. Oh yeah, this is Leffen's post. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can't fucking zoom in right here. Leffen made this. Look at how much text is here. Leffen went on stream. He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna respond to that guy. I'm not gonna give him any more attention. Fuck that guy." And he deletes his tweet to me. But then he goes and fucking runs to Reddit, where he knows everyone will agree with him, and writes a whole fucking essay on me. And Hax highlighted this part. You probably can't see it that well since it's smaller on stream, so I'll just read it. To end this, I'm not even surprised by Technicals saying those vile things. Obviously, we don't want people like him in the community, but attention is all that parasitic clout chaser wants. Suck my cock. Fuck you. Like I'm not gonna stay on your ass. You were real fucking cocky about it before I made the video. Now you're hush mode. Where'd you go, Leffen? Where did you go? You were all fucking talk before this shit happened. You got real slick, huh? What now? Fucking bitch. Oh my god, this dude's such a pussy, man. You can't talk all this shit and like go hide and fucking talk to Reddit. But then when shit actually goes down, you're nowhere to be found. Oh, I can't even talk about it. Fuck you, dude.
Started raising doubts about Jisoo's intentions during the Me Too movement, Leffen quickly jumped in to defend her on Reddit. Leffen wrote, "I'm not even surprised by Technical saying those vile things. Obviously,"
yeah, I already read that. I gave him this clip. Why the fuck didn't he edit it? I don't need everyone to see all the tabs I have open. I don't need you to see my fucking taskbar at the bottom. Zoom in, motherfucker. Look at all the people. Wait, hold on. Let me check chat.
For those that don't know the content,
No, it's
I
a
made
little bit later.
stupid, emotional tweet at Paris.
Let's go! Thanks, Sack. Thanks, Sackoli. Goddamn, son. Thank you for being my choice viewing this whole summer for my pre-work coffee. I need to upload more frequently, to be honest. But hey, I appreciate that, man. Love you, man. Keep going at these smug dudes and making funny sketches. I'm also getting back to sketches too. My next video is gonna be the Zero video. There's some legality stuff I'm working on as well. But dude, when it drops, it's gonna fucking slap. Just trust me. But in the meantime, as things develop, I'm not going to do the thing where I did with the Sky video, where it's like I'm taking a 2-month break and then uploading one video. I'm going to upload things in between that are very easy for me to make. So I might be talking about T-channels too, because those people piss me off. But thank you so much for the $50, Sackoli. I appreciate it, man.
Side of the Smash community Technicals, and then I deleted it because I realized that
I might bring back Fox, yeah.
Now that Leffen and Jisoo's conspiracy has been exposed, Leffen has yet to respond to Technical's callouts regarding the situation.
Exactly. Respond to the callouts.
Conspiracy under the rug and hoping that people forget about it, which isn't okay. This also.
And Jacob Wolf. Jacob Wolf is like, he talked mad shit on that podcast until I uploaded my video that somehow got like 75,000 views. Get fucked, Jacob Wolf. Get fucked. Fucking dumbass. Oh, you didn't talk to any of the roommates. You didn't watch the fucking video. Oh my god, I hate journalists. That's just like a personal bias.
Also means that Leffen made his Reddit post under the false guise of wanting to defend the community when he was in fact looking to exploit it. At this point, I want to be clear about what these two parties are guilty of. The community currently views Jisoo to be guilty of a conspiracy to cancel Sky Williams, and they don't seem to believe Leffen to be guilty of anything. However, this actually isn't true. The truth is that both of these people are guilty of a conspiracy to cancel a then innocent Zero. The reason the community overlooked...
He said he's covering his bases really well, I'd say. I don't know, it comes off a little bit weird to me. Conspiracy to cancel a then innocent Zero, because he's like walking around the Katie thing. Like this is, so he's saying before the Katie thing even came out, they were conspiring to cancel Zero. And I feel like a lot of people won't understand what he's saying when he says a then innocent Zero, but that's what he's saying, is before the Katie stuff came out, because the Katie thing is valid. Kate, Technicals, do the rest of the stream in the girl voice? Fuck no, not for five whatever alien money that is. I don't know how much that is. That's probably less than 5 real dollars. Fucking Monopoly money. Thank you, Mildly OCD. Thank you, Dutchyverse, as well. As a Redditor, we don't claim Leffen. Fair enough. Reddit is just a terrible place for discourse because you can downvote conversation and it gets hidden. It's pretty bad. As a Redditor, I claim Leffen directly. Okay. Thank you for the 5 Weiser Retro. Indirectly enabled the conspiracy to cancel Sky Williams. Yeah, Leffen did platform Jisoo along with Ludwig, Esam, Coney, TK Breezy, Bobby Scar. Anyone that has a bigger platform than Jisoo platformed her to enact her shit because they gave her a bigger voice and they gave her more validity with her statements. I'm not saying that every single person that needs... Because, like, TK Breezy was all like, oh, I'm going to wait until she responds to say anything. That's fine. She hasn't fucking said anything, and she's very clearly hiding. She's hiding from the allegations. Well, it's not even allegations. She's hiding from the fact that she fucked up and tried to ruin Sky's life. Because she knows she's wrong. If you weren't wrong, you would just say, oh, this dude's fucking full of shit, and then you would prove it. She did it in 4 days with 0. It doesn't take months. Thank you for the $1, King Killa. King Killa 777. Thank you, man. Let's keep going. Sorry. What is this? Yeah, this is him pointing out how they were working together. Furthermore, she messaged me yesterday and asked for advice for how to deal with this nuanced situation about 0 and if she should say something. So that's before she ever uploaded her original allegation towards 0. So Leffen gave her... They're working in tandem. Leffen gave her the in by saying, believe victims and listen to stories that may come out. Oh, magically a story comes out 30 minutes later. Oh, this wasn't choreographed at all. And then that allegation ended up being bullshit. So he directly, like, promoted her bullshit, which is pretty fucked up. They are euros, and yes, they are worth more than dollars, especially with your current economy. Okay. Okay, Dutchieverse. I see you, man. I still, my voice can take doing a whole stream in a girl voice, but I do appreciate it. Thank you for the $3, Butt Plug Mafia. She's making a joke of this whole thing. Yeah, it fucking pisses me off personally. Oh, look at that cute black man. Look at this lazy fuck who hasn't made his comeback video yet off of the back of my trending hashtag. You piece of shit. Nah, I'm just joking. I love you, Sky. I know you're probably keeping tabs on the stream or something. Zombie Fox, thank you for the 10. Not drunk enough to say something funny, so take my damn money instead. Alright, I appreciate it. I will take your money.
And hadn't gotten the ball rolling. I'll conclude this section of the video by drawing the parallels between the Jisoo and Sky situation and the situation that is currently going on between me and Leffen. Just a few months ago, the community believed Sky and I to be the guilty parties in our respective situations.
Skycock is mine. You're not getting it.
That just like Sky, I fell prey to
You're not getting it. The Skycock is mine.
Kingpin behind most of the manipulation that
the Skycock is mine. You're not getting it. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Right here? You see this? You see this right here? That's Skycock Nation, baby. You're not getting it. It's gone. It's over here now. You're not going to see it again. Realistically, I probably do have access to Skycock, but it would take me a while to find it. But I do have it.
It takes place within this community, and the rest of this video will prove that. From this point on, I'll be keeping track of a list of charges against Leffen, starting with the ones we've gone over so far.
I'm never releasing it. Don't accidentally open on stream.
Next, I'll get into the Evidence.zip 2 cons, starting with the ones Leffen's aimed at me.
Okay, I'm gonna skip this. This is the okay, so the Hax Con, let me just recap this for all of you guys, is Leffen stalking him on Smash boards. Okay, we can all agree on that. And there's also the situation where Hax confided in Leffen, not really confided, but kind of told him that he contributed to his insomnia, and then Leffen used that against him, which was pretty shitty. What else happened? Oh, thank you for the 5A. Who /A here? What the fuck? Is there a Reddit thread here? Cringe. Oh, and yeah, how Leffen went on a whole fucking campaign against the box when he came back with his box. Love your sense of humor, Technicals. Keep up the good work. I'm too lazy to ever research. I got you, bro. I'm like the Smash community's specific commentator, because everyone else sucks ass. It's like Bo Blacks plus someone else who's not autistic. You know what I mean? I'm recapping all this shit for you, dude.
A lie.
Yeah, this is the box stuff. I don't care. I don't care about all the box stuff. Mildly OCD. Damn, bro. You coming through. The Smash community is just a bukkake, and they're all taking turns on who's in the middle. Yeah. Reminder that evidence stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, and then we get into the fucking... I don't care about this. Then we get into the documentary that was made, Metagame. That's interesting because Samox, his original metagame, included testimony from people from Evidence.zip, but that made Leffen look like shit, so he bitched about it on Twitter the night it dropped a whole bunch, to the point where Samox makes a whole propaganda piece for him that makes him look like a hero. Like, the intro to it literally has him as, like, Jesus, like, stretched out like he's on a cross. It's fucking weird.
These types of posts would cause happen on the night the Metagame documentary debuted. One of the tweets Leffen made that night in order to discredit Evidence.zip was this one, which read, "Reminder that Evidence.zip was written by Hax because he blamed me for his insomnia." Not only did this tweet recklessly leak information about trauma I've been past for years now, but it's also a complete lie, as well as blatantly disrespectful toward all the people who Leffen abused. This tweet alone should throw any idea that Leffen has reformed out the window. When I saw Leffen's tweet, I couldn't believe that he'd go so far as to manipulate the community, and so I responded.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate how Hax was able to ratio Leffen in the past. God, I wish that was our current reality.
By letting people know that Evidence.zip was created because of Leffen's psychopathic behavior. There's a quote from Evidence.zip that best describes what happens next. The quote reads, "The problem is that Leffen can't take a joke and will start an ambitious vendetta with people over almost nothing. This has caused massive drama in the Swedish scene and has changed the mood of the Smash scene. It causes fear and a tense atmosphere." What this quote tells you is that once you poke the hornet's nest, Leffen will go balls to the wall crazy in terms of how he'll lash back at you.
Okay.
After I called Leffen a psychopath, he proceeded to take revenge on me in indescribable ways. On December 28, 2020,
ProLexus16, thank you for the 5. Found your channel and loved it. Take some money, Tech Man. Also, what happened to your OmniVid? I guess you don't find it accurate anymore. It's not that I don't find it accurate. Let's get that straight. Oh, thank you for joining tech support also to Yes, the Mess. Appreciate it, bro. I need to get some custom emotes for you guys. That's my fault. It's totally my fault. I need to hop on that.
I don't necessarily like...
The Omni video was unlisted because Omni was getting harassed because it was hitting the algorithm again, and me and Omni are friends. That's the only reason I unlisted it. So I didn't want my friend getting harassed for it.
20, I announced to the community that I'd be taking Hax's Nightclub online to provide the East Coast with a free tournament series during the pandemic. Hax's Nightclub then had its first online event on January.
Yeah, and this is where Leffen like strategically overtakes Hax's Nightclub with the... He said all this shit in Evidence.zip 2, so if you guys haven't seen Evidence.zip 2, I don't know why the fuck you're watching the third. Like, you just skip trilogies all of a sudden. This is when Leffen made Levo that overlap with Hax's Nightclub. So I'm gonna skip this. Okay. Levo, skip, Hax's Nightclub.
I don't necessarily like...
Welcome, hey! Welcome to tech support. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Junkyard Productions, thank you for the 10. Good night, my white chocolate prince. I can't sleep with the autism, so take my money and hope you don't die from the heat. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Because it shows not only the will, also requires people to sub.
Okay. And he's saying, like, also his, like, conclusion from this is that Leffen was taking the free product that Hax was providing, which was his tournament series, Hax's Nightclub, with a sub only, because you had to sub to, like, enter the tournament with Leffen. So he was, like, giving you a paid service where there was a free one, all because he just wanted to fuck over Hax. Welcome! Welcome, Duke Cyrus! Thank you. Appreciate it.
Was damaging false in the mail.
Okay, shitting on the box. I don't care. Skip. I don't care. Leffen has arthritis. That's dope. I don't give a shit. Leffen works at McDonald's. People getting misinformed on the box. Okay. History of stalking, harassment. This is, again, kind of just, you know, a conclusion. Just wrapping it up. The Hungry Box Con. Solace! God damn! Alright, niggas! Fuck! Fuck shit! Let me watch the Hax video! Solace, thank you for becoming a member. Tech support, welcome to tech support. Butt Plug Mafia. Never thought I would say this, but hey, you're now a junior detective. So, take that to the bank. Thank you, bro. Ike Pruey, thank you for the $2. Are we on our way to the boxing ring? We're trying to get there. We're trying to get through it.
Everything from top to bottom was a lie that never should have been trusted for even a split second. I was able to see through all of it knowing what I knew, and I've had several conversations with HBox in which I explained what happened to him. HBox has told me that he could feel that what Leffen did to him was calculated, to which I've explained to him just how calculated it was.
Holy shit.
Evidence.zip that you should know about.
Mildly OCD, welcome to tech support. T-Play01, you're now a junior detective. Welcome. That's a lot of members, goddamn. Alright, thank you guys. Now I gotta work on my emotes. I'm actually... okay, fine. I will sit down and I'll get the... I'm doing a different Discord server than the one that I have now because it's cancer. But all the members, all the patrons, and then people that I'm cool with are going to be able to be in there. And I'll get some shit set up. We'll get some emotes going. Sorry. That's my fault. I'll get that done. Motherfucker! Your name is too hard. Abawalisk the Abwalisk the Tormentor. Fuck, you made me look retarded. But but thank you. You're now a detective. You're at the top. Thank you, bro. Welcome, Brennan's name. Welcome to tech support. Brennan's name. Thank you. Scud2x, thank you for the $2. Papa Tech, we need the 0 video ASAP. I'm working on it, baby. Hey, thank you for the 5. Oh yeah, I forgot your life is harder than mine is working at McDonald's. You need the money more than me, you poor streamer. Fuck you. But thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Okay, let's keep going.
I don't necessarily like...
Before we get into the Hax Con, it reads, other things Leffen's done include spreading false rumors about people and telling people's personal information to others, something smashers like Mike Hager and C have fallen victim to. He also lies to make himself seem better or being on the right side, and his lies have on multiple occasions caused other smashers to become angry with each other. In some cases, he's even manipulated people into hating each other. Everything that happens to HBox will be a massive evolution of this quote.
Curious! Welcome to tech support! Let me watch the fucking video! Welcome! Damn. I love y'all niggas. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
What happened to HBox can be summed up as follows. Leffen saw that HBox's popularity...
Super 8s. Thank you for the 5. Hey, Tech, it's always good to catch a stream. It's always good when you're here. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the 5.
Nothing but good things to say about HBox. But after Leffen got home, he saw that the community had turned on HBox, and so he joined in on the dog pile.
The duality of man. HBox legit is insanely fucking clutch. Unbelievable. HBox is inspiring. HBox is amazing, and I fucking love competing, that's all. HBox killing melee gets me out of bed in the morning. See you at Summit, bitch. that is quite the flip. That's quite the flip. Can you just disable the super chats? Oh, I'm sorry. Is me making money an inconvenience for you? Oh, yeah. Let me disable me making money. If you don't shut the fuck up, Tyler, with 2 R's. Why do you even have 2 R's, by the way? You don't need that. Fuck you. Welcome, Kenny Sue, to tech support. Appreciate it.
On October 23rd, 2017. Mershak, the same person who called out Leffen earlier that year, called him out again for how snake-like this 180 of his was.
Also, donate. You know, YouTube takes like 30% of my revenue. Hashtag YouTube do better. I've had bots call me the N-word before. Come on, guys. Donate the money. Like Melody Song. Thank you, Melody Song, for the 2. I don't have a clever message, so take my money. That's directly in my bank. God. No one's donated the hard R this entire time. Sastio, welcome to tech support, bro. That's a real one. Sastio and OG. Fuck, man.
Leffen would continue to fuel the dog pile just a few days later by steering it in the worst possible direction.
Leffen was the entire reason HBox was getting hate. Okay, we get it. One thing that I didn't realize when it happened was when HBox kind of lost his shit on stage. Like here?
That took place right in front of everybody was. Let's juxtapose Genesis 5.
That's right.
6.
That's why. Yes,
the
bread does come first, Tyler. It does.
Emotionally manipulative maneuver that evoked a
Thank you for the 2.
Which damaged his reputation even further.
This. I'm gonna slow it down. He's like pounding his chest like a fucking ape.
Narrative that HBox is deplorable. This was an emotionally manipulative
Listen to this. It sounds like he's speaking in slow-mo now. And it's just normal speed.
Maneuver that evoked a reaction from HBox, which damaged his reputation even further.
He's like hitting his chest because he's like upset at Leffen. Leffen would like refuse to shake his hand after this set, after HBox won, which made HBox look like a piece of shit. How does anyone get away with doing that? How do you get away with making someone else look like a piece of shit when you didn't respect them? And like he's been dealing with all this harassment. That's fucking crazy. If you keep making money, I'll be forced to watch someone else. Xavier, you're a part of the problem and the solution. Let's fucking go, Xavier. Thank you, bro.
That was for winners finals?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
Hardy box sit clean.
They're chanting "fuck H-box, fuck H-box." Standard.
As usual.
That's not a good. Don't.
What happened?
I mean, they're doing the chant.
By Genesis 6, the hatred for Hbox had reached the point that the crowd began to chant vulgarities after he beat Pew Pew U. Pew Pew tweeted in good faith to tell the crowd to be respectful, but what Pew Pew and the others who tried to get the crowd to calm down didn't catch was when Leffen stepped in to capitalize on the situation. After conning Hbox out of his rep for an entire year, Leffen had the audacity to step in and tell the crowd to calm.
Leffen did the same thing to Zero, and he points this out. I don't like Hbox or Puff, but seriously, crowds need to be respectful. Get it together. Like, nigga, you caused that shit. Nigga, you're not funny. That was a Pokemon reference. I don't know if you got that. But yeah, he did the same shit with Zero, where, like, after Zero attempts to kill himself, he's like, oh, I hope he's good. I hope he gets better. You know, I hope everything's good, man. And it's like, bro, you're part of the fucking reason that shit happened. You know that, right? Like, you're directly... You blocked that nigga when he came to you in confidence to try to get some help. Holy shit. What the fuck? Ricardi Jules Jr. Man, just drop your Leffen video tech. I'm exhausted. Ah! I'm tired too! I'm tired of playing with these niggas. Fuck, man. $100? You gonna be able to eat? You gonna be able to eat? Thank you, dude. Holy shit, man. I will, like I told Hax before he decided to do another hour and 45-minute video, I was planning on just doing the Hax Leffen thing myself, but he had to get involved again, but that's whatever. I personally think he did a good job with this video. I just don't think it needed to be as long as it was, because he already had Evidence.zip too. He had the correction for that, and I think he had another correction or some shit on top of that, like... It's too much. It's honestly oversaturating the market of content around Leffen, and no one wants to sit through all this shit. Also, thank you to Ola547. Another thank you to Ricardo Jules. Can we get a shout out for Ricardi Jules Jr. in chat? Everybody spam Ricardi Jules Jr. in chat. Thank you. Ola547, I hope I get the truth for Zero. I cannot tell what is real or not outside of the Jisoo and Leffen lies about Vanessa. Yeah, that shit is hard. Damn, this nigga's got bans! Also, welcome Airbender Prodigy to tech support. This nigga came through with another 50 for no reason. Fuck. Yeah, I'll be able to eat, bro. You deserve it. Evidence.zip 3 was well put together, but yeah, it is long. Yeah. Ricardi, bro, you're the MVP right now. Holy shit. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I really do. Now I can eat. Me. No more vegetarian soy hot dogs for me. I've had enough. I've had my fill of estrogen for the week. I think I'm going to eat. Thank you, Ricardi. Tito, thank you for the 5. I'm on board with anything that's anti-Leffen at this point. The propaganda ensues. Hashtag Tyler was right. Exad Absol Brass. Thank you for the 5. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Hbox's mother responded to Leffen's tweet.
This is the funniest shit. Hbox's mom is literally here, like, fuck you, nigga. Imagine, bro. Imagine my mom is.
Tyler was right.
Exactly, Tyler was right. We should have disabled that shit. I'm making too much money now. It's actually interfering with my health. Imagine your mom's such a real one, bro, that she has the same social medias as you, and she's just ready to, like, fight for you. She doesn't care how fucking big Leffen is. She's like, checkmark, bitch? What the fuck? I'm, like, 45 or something? I will fuck you up. That's probably generous. Let's be generous, because she's pretty based here. Yeah, she's like, fuck you, shame on you. You fucked with my son. On set, I will fuck you up. You saw her in that Campbell's commercial. Don't act like she doesn't have hands. Avatar Simulator. Welcome to tech support, bro. Thank you.
Talon did not even dare after what he'd done to her son.
Matter of fact, run it.
I don't necessarily like.
Major comeback.
I got you, son. Yes.
Amazing. A surprise save from Hungrybox's mother.
Your moves were a little bit offside. You must be hungry. Fuel up on Campbell's chunky soup.
English isn't even her first language, and she was like, Leffen, shut the fuck up! Look, he's eating! I love this commercial, dude. Mildly OCD, thank you again for the 5. Best part is that M2K actually agrees with Hax and commented on all the videos, but nobody on Twitter saw that. Yeah, but they complain about it on Reddit, so... Fucking absolute angel. What a nice mom, dude. What a nice mom. It's legal since it's his mom? Wait, what? Hold on. I thought it was a soap ad. No, it's a soup ad. You've never seen that before, Salty? Yeah, dude. It's a fucking Campbell's soup ad with H-Box. It's fucking great.
But Leffen, which C said that the vastness and level of psychological warfare Leffen exhibits toward his prospects is one of the most elaborate acts of vicious intent imaginable. This quote explains why only people like me, H-Box, and his mother could piece together everything that happened during this time period. It also shows why Leffen poses such an extreme danger to the
Muffins, that was a good one. I got my shoes from a drug dealer. I think they're laced with something because I'm always tripping. That was a good play on words. I like that. Unless you stole that from a website, then fuck you.
masses. Because Leffen's social engineering is very hidden, it leaves people not knowing where it ever came from. The puppeteer within this community is clearly Leffen, but this Reddit thread proves that people struggle to identify that, since its title seems to suggest that the H-Box hatred came out of nowhere. Just now, I brought up a concept called social engineering that I'll need you to keep in mind. Social engineering refers...
Okay, and this this is where he does it a little bit more smarter than a little bit more smarter. What am I, fucking retarded? He does it more smart than how he did it the first time with Evidence.zip 2, where he's kind of doing a tiptoe into the totalitarian argument he was making, but now it's making more sense. It's not like, oh, Leffen wore a red Adidas shirt or red Adidas pants, psychopath. It's not, oh, he stabbed a Jigglypuff pancake, totalitarian tiptoe. It's not like that. It's a little bit different. So he still has some of those elements here, but it's I feel like it's formatted a lot better. So I have no problem agreeing with it.
To the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate...
He doesn't use any Hitler quotes this time, Dark Dan. Massive upgrade. Massive upgrade.
The future development and behavior of society. Social engineering can essentially be thought of as the art of manipulating the masses in favorable ways. This is an important concept when it comes to understanding Leffen. The H-Box Con can be considered a socio-economic transaction in which everything Leffen did was intended to drain H-Box while simultaneously boosting Leffen. Leffen urging the Genesis 6 crowd to calm down shows just how far he will go in order to milk these transactions. The next stage of the H-Box Con would take place on February 7, 2019, just 4 days after Genesis 6. On February 7th, Leffen uploaded a video that suggested that Jigglypuff may need to be banned, which got 240,000 views. This video was blatantly an extension of the H-Box Con, but that wasn't provable, which leads me to a new term, plausible deniability. Plausible deniability is the term for when someone retains the ability to deny responsibility for any damnable actions because of a lack of evidence that would definitively prove their participation.
Hold on, for a second, can we just do something as a community here while I have all your guys' attention? I need everybody to just tweet out Hax was right. We gotta start a movement. We gotta start a fucking movement, boys. I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to type this out, and we're all gonna do it at the same time. I just want to be as obnoxious as possible with this to piss Leffen and Jisoo off, because fuck them. Let's go! Everyone type it up. Everyone get your phone out. I'm gonna type it on my phone too. No, I'm not. That's retarded. Hax was right. Alright. Everybody, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck Leffen. Let's go! Let's go! We did it. Yes, we saved the world. We're making a change. I'm going to link this. You guys can flood the replies of this too. Let me pin this. Oh, fuck. I'm going to pin that message. There you go. Message pinned. Let's start a movement. Let's rally behind Hax, because I know no one's going to watch this fucking video, so we got to do something. Let's go, team.
If he were to have directly smeared H-Box, people would have called him out for it. Therefore, Leffen took the workaround of...
So this is after the whole fuck H-Box chant thing. Instead of shitting on H-Box again and making a video like, fuck H-Box, this is how many STDs he has, or some shit like that. Instead, he's like talking shit about the character and pivoting the narrative to should we ban Jigglypuff so he can have plausible deniability when people are like, oh, why are you still shitting on HBox? He's like, no, I'm not shitting on HBox. I'm shitting on Jigglypuff. And that's what he's talking about right here.
Smearing Jigglypuff instead in order to give himself plausible deniability.
You don't own a Twitter? What do? Index R? Go to your MySpace, go to your Facebook, your Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you can. Hashtag Hax was right. This is a global movement. This is very important. We need to save the Smash community. Everybody tweet that out. Let's go, dude. And this is what he's talking about, the plausible deniability. I'm giving you guys more of a paraphrase because we're not going to sit here and listen to the whole thing. I can't even sit through this. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this shit. It's insane to me that players like IBDW... What is this? I don't give a fuck. Oh, this is the...
Existed.
Let's
so
go to
now
the
I'll bring
crab.
up something else to consider. Hungrybox would never have had a crab thrown at him if not for Leffen. I say this because the entire crab situation snowballed from lies that Leffen began to tell in October 2017.
See, that's... I would rephrase that. I wouldn't say the entire reason a crab was thrown at Hungrybox is because of what was said. Because what if that guy just really didn't like Hungrybox, or he really fucking hated that crab? You can't prove that... Yeah, you can't... It is a little bit of a reach. You can't 100% prove that. You can say he contributed to that, but it's statements like that where I would tell Hax, you should probably reword that, but look at where it's at, bro. It's at 59 minutes in the video. It's the middle of the video. You think I'm going to tell him to fucking change like one sentence? At that point, it's kind of like semantics, and if anyone made it an hour in anyways, they probably don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, sure, it's a little bit of a reach, but I do get what he's saying here. Just kind of reframe it a little. Mildly OCD. Mildly OCD. Thank you, bro. Another 5. Everybody should follow Deep Leffen bot just to make the bot have more social clout than Leffen. I already follow that bot just because it says some funny stuff.
Which, technically speaking, snowballed from warnings the Swedes tried to give us 8 years ago.
Want to hear a cookie joke? Alright, shoot, Muffins. Shoot. Tell me a cookie joke.
Another backwards aspect of the HBox con is that Leffen actually managed to heroize himself through it. Most people quickly forgot that HBox wasn't an evil villain until Leffen told them he was, and so Leffen was able to walk away an even bigger beneficiary. This is yet another example of how Leffen milks these transactions for all they're worth. Even though the HBox con is mostly over, there are still signs that point toward HBox being watched. For example, in 2020, Leffen made a video to cap...
Never mind, it's too crummy. Where did Muffins go? Oh, that's weird.
...capitalize on the possibility that HBox would be retiring, and in 2021, he threw defamation...
Make a better joke. You're getting time for that.
HBox was late for no reason on Twitter. Leffen was also prepared to circulate HBox allegations during last summer's Me Too movement once people started to murmur about them. The point is that HBox is still secret...
Dude, Leffen... Shout out to my homie Nick Triano. Take a fucking shower, you Italian... What? Oh, fuck. You Italian fuck. Thank you for the 5, Cozy Home. Leffen did the same thing with the command when there was something going on with Mewtwo King, I'm pretty sure, and he was talking about it in his chat. I think he made a command. I'm not 100% sure because the VOD... Like, he made a tweet saying the VOD is right there, you can go check it, but now when you go back and look for his VODs, there's older VODs, but that VOD specifically isn't there. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if there's like some kind of content claim or DMCA on it. But it's not there, so I can't go back to check what kind of conversation he was having about the Mewtwo King allegations. But he did kind of make it bigger than it had to be, because he was telling people in his chat, oh yeah, it's important for him to address this, when the allegations were lies from the start. You should vet the allegations before telling someone they need to respond to it, which is the issue with people like Leffen and fucking Jisoo and all these other people.
...really on Leffen's radar, although not to the same degree that I am. Leffen has somehow made these types of vendettas normal within the Smash community. One last thing I have to say about this chapter is that it reveals how hypocritical my ban statement is.
Unban Hax. Unban Hax.
Wasn't defamatory because
he did not do anything that bad, really.
HBox in 2018, on the other hand, was purely defamatory, yet Leffen faced no accountability for it. Here's the list of charges for this chapter.
Okay. I'm gonna like some of your guys' tweets so we can get more shit. Leffen go therapy. LTG was right. You guys are so fucking... Leffen lied. People died. Fucking films, dude. I swear, bro. You guys are retarded.
The next con that took place would happen in 2020. I want to start by emphasizing that the Me Too con is the most dark and disturbing con in this video, and that it may be tough to process that Leffen actually did what he did within this con. I've seen a lot of people respond to Evidence.zip too by not
No, Alfred hasn't commented.
wanting to accept the truth about the Me Too con, which I can't blame them for. I'm legitimately sorry that this is a subject that has to be included within this video, and so I ask that you...
So this is going over how Leffen weaponized the Me Too movement, which I 100% agree in, because obviously both of the stories he told was fake. But also, I'm just going to paraphrase here because you don't need to watch a whole segment on it. The guy C in his story with Evidence.zip, who smacked him twice. He smacked him once in the RV, and he smacked him again when they were on an airplane ride. And Leffen lies about it and says he was smacked 8 times, and then uses it as a way to relate to victims of sexual abuse and like rape and stuff when making one of his videos talking about all the shit going down in Smash as a way to kind of like, hey, I'm like one of you guys. So not only is that weird to do, it's also weird to make up 2 entirely random fucking stories to cancel Zero. So
You remember that I'm not struggled as any of its own were sexual predators.
let's see where I can skip.
What is doing here is ensuring that the viewer believes victims
Thank you for the 5, Evan Hansen. Appreciate it, man.
in this specific moment so that he can take advantage of their trust. 3 minutes after the statement I just showed you, Leffen gives a false victim testimony. Since his testimony lasts about 3 minutes, I've condensed it to the most important parts.
I don't need to watch all this. I've already told you guys everything. That's like, if you guys want to watch the full part, go ahead and do that. But that's what he's talking about, is that Leffen lied about his victim testimony in his video covering Me Too, and he also lied about 2 of these stories, and also like propagated Jisoo shit where she was also lying. So look at Mighty Keith. This nigga Mighty Keith, he got a big ass smile. Hey yo, I don't even have that big of a problem with Mighty Keith anymore. I just think it's so funny that every time I look back at one of these situations, Mighty Keith is just there saying something. Leffen, let's read this. Leffen, wait, I don't have a Mighty Keith voice.
Leffen is a perfect example of how Smash leaders with big platforms can advocate for victims and be a safe haven. If all the other Smash leaders can continue to do the same, then Smash will have a bright future.
Oh, that aged so bad. That aged so... Do the LTG voice. No, it's too late. I can't do the LTG voice. Oh, that aged so poorly. Oh my god. Don't give any hate to Mighty Keith. It's not his fault. He didn't look into it at all like anyone else, but it's not his fault. Don't blame him. Oh. Oh no. Oh, he cites Dark Wizzy and MVD. Okay, maybe a little. Maybe it's a little his fault. Maybe just a tad. It's okay, Mighty Keith. I forgive you. I'm not sure if anyone else could have pulled the curtains back on Zero the way he did. Dude. Fuck, man. Fuck.
A few months ago, I reached out to C to ask him what he thought about what Leffen said during his testimony. C said that it was beyond him how Leffen could make up so
It's 1% his fault? Yeah, Super Gaming Studios. It's like 1%. I think it's 1% his fault.
many lies, and that Leffen seems to have no contact with reality. C wrote, he's just trying to justify his hatred and malicious actions and intentions with lies. He's so corrupt at heart that it's unfathomable. He will try anything as long as he thinks he can get away with it, and seeing as how I'm not part of the scene anymore, he feels he can make up any allegations and lies he wants and get away with it. I can only hope that people have opened their eyes to the type of sociopath he is and can see through his compulsory attempts at deception. It truly is sickening. C continued by saying, he has zero regards for the truth. He truly only cares about portraying himself as the victim/good guy and others as the perpetrators/bad guys with any means at any cost. C also clarified that he slapped Leffen once during the road trip and another time during the flight home, which...
Yep, okay. I already talked about that. And here's the Mewtwo King stuff. I'm pretty sure that this is real. If anyone wants to check me on that, I'm pretty sure this is real. Was anyone in this stream that can vouch for this? I'd appreciate that. Because I can't find... I'm having a hard time finding stuff about this, even though Leffen directly says in one of his tweets after this shit after Mewtwo King makes a statement on it, he's all like, yeah, dude, I was just talking in my chat. I didn't really do anything. I didn't start the allegations. Mighty Keith gives the most Twitter user takes. Yeah, Sully. You're right. Thank you for the 2, by the way. Vouch. Thank you, Curious. Mildly OCD, the Leffen allegations vid is still up. Might want to catch it before he deletes it. Yeah, I might want to download some of that stuff.
Two, someone contacted me to show me that Leffen took advantage of Me Too in yet another malicious way. On the day rumors about M2K sexually assaulting someone arose, Leffen immediately capitalized by circulating the rumors within his Twitch chat. Leffen wrote, "Take the allegations as plausible and see what he says."
Yeah, take the allegations as plausible and see what he says. You need to make sure the person accused responds if it's something serious. Like, dude, you're like one of the biggest personalities in the community, and you're saying shit like that, and then, like, after he's forced to respond about something super embarrassing, you're gonna act like you're not involved with the fact that it's circulated at all? Like, you didn't vet... Dude, go fucking DM him. Go DM him. You are in contact with Mewtwo King. If I hear something about one of my colleagues or someone I'm close to, I will DM them. I won't say, wow, they need to respond to this. This is super... If I don't know them, yeah, sure, I'll say that shit, because I don't have a fucking direct line to them. Nowadays, I do have a direct line to literally, like, anyone who might have an allegation. Otherwise, they're coming to me, because they think I can save their fucking career or whatever. But I didn't have that, so I would get that, but Leffen does have that, so why the fuck would he say that to his audience instead of just checking himself, right? And there's also the point that beforehand, like years ago, the whole thing about Mewtwo King and his botched circumcision, that went around the community for a while. That was like a big thing. There was a whole pay spin about it, and it was being spread everywhere. People's chats were getting flooded with it. Leffen's chat had been talking about it before. So I find it hard to believe that he didn't know about it beforehand, but hey, that's speculation, so I don't have anything to solidify that, but I'm just putting that out there. That was years before. People knew that. Preacher Jenkins, thank you for the 10. I just want Leffen to stay uncanceled long enough for him to play Zane and Mango again, so we can watch his ego fly around the room like a balloon after they stick a pin in it. Also, Jisu's garbage. Hey, fair enough. Entertaining Smash is entertaining Smash, so.
And you need to make sure the person accused responds if it's something serious.
Yo, what's up, Jokes? Jokes, we need to hop on call and, like, talk, because I'm hoping you're doing all right, man. But thank you. We didn't talk last night, but we should definitely talk.
Obviously, a ton of these things are very hard to prove and disprove. Many of them end up clear as day once the abuser confesses. Leffen added, "To be clear, ejaculating on someone's bed is bad. Ejaculating on someone is really fucking bad. What none of the people in Leffen's chat knew, however, was that not only is spreading rumors right up Leffen's alley, but that he'd hijacked the entire Me Too movement with these types of motivations in the first place." Shortly afterward, M2K was forced to respond with a video that revealed extremely personal information. M2K's video received 1.2 million hits and ended up being completely unnecessary because the rumors that were being spread about him were never
Only 30
true.
minutes left.
Although it can't be definitively proven, there's a very real chance that Leffen circulating the rumors about M2K is what caused M2K to have to make his video.
The M2K, I looked into this. The M2K allegations came from some random dude who I'm sure is exiled from the community now, but there's a Facebook post where he's admitting to the story being false, and he's also admitting to the fact that he only made the story because he felt like people would believe it was something Mewtwo King would do. It was literally like a troll. It was literally a troll, and the allegation spread so far because of people like Leffen bringing it up in his fucking Twitch stream to his thousands of viewers, saying, oh, it's important that they respond to it. Make sure they respond. This is super serious. And it was dead ass just a troll. Like, bro, fucking look into it, man. It's not that hard. Just go look into it or talk to Mewtwo King. If he spent the 1 minute shooting M2K a DM, he could have like shot it down. But he couldn't even do that, right? Like, that's supposed to be your nigga. That's your melee nigga. Like, you're in that circle with them. Why would you fucking let some random ass dude on the outside spreading some shit get to him like that? That's fucked up. Scud2X, thank you for the $2. I never wanted to punch a European so bad. Hey yo, let's chill with that. Let's chill with that a little bit. I understand where you come from, but let's chill with that. I don't want to get tagged with anything on this stream.
Leffen would later make a massively deceptive tweet once people began pressuring him about his involvement.
Legally, meet him legally in a boxing event. That's what we say. I've never wanted to punch a European so bad in a boxing ring. That's what we say on this channel.
And I posted asking about it.
Very brave for Mewtwo King to go out what he said, though. I feel extremely bad for him. Like, how do you not feel like a piece of shit saying that? Like, you're part of the reason that he had to go out and say that, but yet he's very brave for doing it. Moments before, you said he had to do it. So what's brave about it, right? What would be brave about him being forced to make a response, Leffen? What's brave about that? It's not. You forced his hand. There's nothing brave. This is just you trying to sound... This is just him saying whatever he thinks sounds the best. That doesn't make any fucking sense, logically.
The VOD is here and you can check. Very brave for MTK to go out with what he said, though.
The VOD is here and you can check. I can't find the VOD. If anyone has a VOD of that stream or clips from that stream, please send it to me.
Leffen weird as hell, though.
Exactly. Thank you, StylesX, too. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the 10.
I feel extremely bad for him. This tweet is the reason M2K ended up being forced to respond, but Leffen obviously didn't respond.
Yeah, this is someone holding it, people holding him accountable in their replies.
During the Me Too movement, Leffen would also display an incredible amount of vicious...
And this is where he fucking blocked him. Hey, man, I just want to talk to you. Blocked! Hey, man, I just want to talk to you about something. Blocked! Hey, man, can we really just step to the side and talk for a little bit? You know, there might be some surrounding circumstances I just want to understand. Blocked! It's because he was working with Jisoo the whole time. No wonder he fucking blocked him. Like, what the fuck? Why would he give him anything? Zero messaged me just now trying to talk to me privately. Ugh, what a piece of shit. I refused. He is not actually taking a break from the internet. Dude. If I say I'm taking a break from the internet and I reach out to someone privately, that does not mean I'm not taking a break from the internet. When you're taking a break from the internet, it means you're not going to, like, involve yourself in, like... having 1,000 people watch me on the stream, or, you know, talking to 19,000 followers on my Twitter account. If I'm talking to one person, that's not, like, you know, I'm not going to go take a nature walk. Like, I can shoot you a DM and, like, have left the internet. That's not weird. This is not about me versus him. This is about what he did to underage girls. Like, come on, bro. Come on. You're not even trying to talk to him to get his side. That's fucked up. Thank you for the 20, Dr. Q. Bruh, Leffen's always been garbage. Dude thinks he's an edgy side character of an anime. Also, keep up the grind tech. Continue scaring them with your presence. Yes, sir. I was about to say beta male. Alpha male. We're not beta. Some woman said that the word beta is connected to white supremacy. Someone get back to me on that. Virtuous Nut. Thank you for the $10. Technicals, please tell me how to think. I'm a sheep. I got you, baby. That's what the stream's for. Scott, thank you for the 2. Ayo, pass the Jisoo cum jar. Wait, hold on. Why did I read that? Alright, let's go.
It seems he thrives on making other people miserable by never had a chance. Many people pointed out that Leffen's behavior was unbelievably cold. It seemed that Leffen was void of basic human decency, which several people confronted him about. Leffen quickly manipulated his way out of the situation as usual, however. On July 9th, Leffen brutally criticized Zero for making a post about entering therapy. Leffen claimed that Zero was lying to people.
You said, nah, bro. Hey, that's not my fault. Yeah, and here's the thing. It's like, Leffen, will make these posts about, like, oh, I hope he's getting better. I hope he's doing better, you know. Wish the best for him. And then him and Leffen, him and Jisoo will, like, constantly shit on him if he does anything. Hasn't even been a week. Time to get the subscribers back. He's talking about seeking therapy and doing an update video. But because he got shit on, like this, he never made that update video. Instead, EE reached out to Zero and got an update from him after he felt like killing himself. I wonder why he felt like killing himself. Maybe because he could never express himself. Maybe because he could never, you know, fucking explain anything or, like, let people know how he's doing at least. No, you just have to stop that part of your life. You just have to stop completely. Fucking, it's still his platform. He should be able to sign off or something. Like, let him do whatever the fuck he wants. Even Mini Lad did that. Like, goddamn, relax, bro. He's not trying to get the subs back. Islam Youssef, thank you for the 5. Hey Tech, is Haikyuu gay? No, Haikyuu is fucking awesome. That shit was at the Olympics. An actual apology? No. More lies and manipulation? Hell yeah, I can't wait to see people defend this shit either. Where's the lies and manipulation? What the fuck? He already gave an actual apology beforehand. What is he expecting? I don't understand what he wants.
People and manipulating them rather than making an actual apology. We now know this statement to be fully hypocritical given the way Leffen responded to Evidence.zip 1 and 2. Leffen himself is known to lie and manipulate his way out of these types of situations, and so he's...
I'll say this 100%. Sue me, motherfucker. I 100% believe that Leffen or Jisoo would be fine if Zero committed suicide. Hot take there. I'm just calling it like I see it. I 100% believe that they would be fine with that. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Yeah, hit me with a Greta Thunberg. She's from your country, right? I 100% believe that you would be fine with that. There's no fucking way. There's no way you have empathy for this motherfucker. No fucking way.
Tweak to Zero was fully disingenuous. A year later, it was revealed that Zero had entered a suicidal state as the result of his downfall. Just like with the M2K situation, there's a strong chance that Leffen caused things to reach this point. Regardless of what offenses Zero committed, anyone with basic human decency would agree that pushing someone to this point is unwarranted, and that's why all eyes were on Leffen when the news came out. Leffen, as usual, manipulated his way out of the situation by claiming that he was sorry to hear the news.
Really sad to hear that. Hope he gets the help he needs. Fuck you, man. I've never been so personally invested in a case like the Zero and Sky case. Like, so with the Captain Zack one, I was an outsider. Anti one, still an outsider. This one, I feel like I'm officially in the middle of this, and like this shit like personally gets me fucking upset. Especially how much shit this motherfucker has talked. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for this motherfucker to get his licks too. I'm coming for that ass, Leffen. I'm coming for that twink, that Swedish twink ass. Oh, you can try to hide. So did Esam. Esam never once ever said anything to me directly. He still lost his Nintendo sponsorship. He lost his Nintendo representative position. What's in store for you, Leffen? Huh? What's coming for you, pal? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And that he wished Zero well. I sincerely hope that people are able to see through these types of tweets by now. People may find this tough to stomach, but Leffen's only reason for getting involved with Me Too was to leverage it as maliciously as possible. He never meant a word he said about resonating with victims. His only intentions were to use the movement to gain clout and throw shade other people's way. Leffen indirectly enabled Sky Williams' demise in the process, and pinned innocent people like C as an abuser and M2K as a potential sex offender. Leffen also conspired to pin Zero as a sex offender back when Zero was still innocent, although people overlooked that because Zero was later proven guilty of other charges. The final con I'll be going over is the Metagame Con, which is the most recent media-related con Leffen has performed. The Metagame Con is an extension of the way Leffen has manipulated the media throughout his
And this is the Samox shit, where the original Metagame documentary comes out, and then Leffen bitches about it relentlessly, to the point where Samox is getting harassed, I assume, on social media, and then he has to make a revision of it where Leffen is seen as a fucking deity.
Career in order to conceal the truth about his personality.
I won't touch Children Forest, I got you.
Since it involves Samox. For those who don't know, Samox is Melee's most well-respected filmmaker. He's the one who made the Smash Brothers documentary, which catapulted Melee into the spotlight back in 2013.
Who the fuck is this? I was wondering this the first time I watched this. Who's this Quentin Tarantino-looking motherfucker on the left? Is that Samox? Is Samox friends with Quentin Tarantino? Who the fuck is that, man? Does anyone know who that is? Life of Toast, thank you for the 5. Oh, did you try to commit suicide off that? Might be. Leffen go psych ward. Dude, who's that guy that looks like Quentin? That's Samox? That's Samox? Dude! That's Samox? Holy shit! Smash has its own Quentin Tarantino? How many times has he said the N-word in the Melee doc? I have to go back and watch now. I don't remember, actually. Dude, that's awesome. I didn't know we had one of those. That's cool, man. Nice.
Well-respected filmmaker. He's the one who made the Smash Brothers documentary, which catapulted...
I thought Samox was the guy on the right. I didn't realize the guy on the left was Samox. Dude, look at that strong jawline. Dude, his jawline is fucking chiseled. He looks exactly like... He could be like Quentin Tarantino's like son or something. Damn. That explains a lot.
Melee into the spotlight back in...
Look at that. You think I'm fucking... I'm actually upset. Hold on. If... Please don't have the N-word. Okay. Okay. One where he's not old as fuck. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. I'm trying to get a side-by-side here. Stop. Stop. Oh my fucking god. Here we go. Kinda, yeah. Look at that! Look at that, dude! Come on! He does kind of look like Quentin Tarantino. Let's be honest. Shut the fuck up. Agree. Uncanny. Unfucking canny, dude. Y'all think I'm capping. That's cool. That's Hax. Shut the fuck up. I know what Hax looks like. Okay, we're done with that.
2013. In December 2020, Samox returned with another documentary called Metagame that focused on the newer generation of players. Samox fulfilled his obligations as a filmmaker by being truthful within Metagame. However, as we know all too well by this point, Leffen has a tendency to raise an issue with the truth being told.
They have my cookies now, that one website I agreed to randomly. I needed the picture. I need the image no matter what.
Metagame showed footage of Evidence.zip victims, which made it the current generation's only glimpse at the truth about what happened.
Hax was the one on the right? Dude, he looks like a skater. What the fuck? That's crazy. Oh my god, that's young Hax. Wow.
Leffen, who wants the current generation to know nothing about why he got banned, took to Twitter on December 12th to discredit the Metagame broadcast. Leffen told an endless amount of lies that night. His lies ranged from Evidence.zip being a conspiracy to the people behind the ban being abusive toward him and his friends, to making it seem as though he never...
You think Hax made these videos because he's a salty salesman? Well, I would be salty too if some fucking dickhead was running a like defamation campaign about my product when I was just trying to, you know, improve the community I'm in, right? Like, I would be... Fuck, I don't care if he's upset. I'd be fucking upset too. That shit makes sense. I think he still would have made the video, because he seems like that kind of nigga, but this definitely probably brought him over.
Never did anything wrong. Leffen's tweets
Thank you for the 5, though, Simpleton.
Suggested that Evidence.zip was never anything more than a collection of forum posts, and that nothing people had just watched was actually real.
Yeah, here's the thing, where it's like, he constantly downplays Evidence.zip, and people say, oh, he's changed, oh, that shit's old. Well, if he's already apologized for it, right, and he's grown, he would accept that it's not just some internet forum post from 10 years ago when he was 15. Because there's a story of him, like, bullying the shit out of someone with a hearing aid to the point where they want to quit the game. That's not just forum posts from 10 years ago. You wouldn't constantly belittle what you did or, like, try to make it seem like it was less than what it was if you've changed and you apologized for it and you realized that it was bad, right?
Real. He also
reminder that Evidence.zip was written by Hax because he blamed me for his insomnia, right? Like, he's downplaying it. He's actively downplaying how serious it is while people constantly defend him saying, oh, well, he apologized, he realized how serious it was. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. He does not give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. He got away with it. Now he's got all these fucking simps that'll defend him no matter what. He can say anything. What the fuck? It wasn't written because this is not the only reason Evidence.zip was written. It's like, you can go look at all of the Evidence.zip testimony. There's a fuck ton of people, including Armada. It's not just Hax. Like, this is the definition of downplaying.
Also made the tweet in which he suggested that I'd written Evidence.zip all by myself in the midst of a manic episode. The extreme pressure Leffen put on Samox forced Samox to agree to censor future runs of Metagame to not include this type of footage. As the last remaining Evidence.zip victim, witnessing this disturbed me greatly. I was even more disturbed when I saw that 4 months later, Samox announced that he'd be returning with a revised version of Metagame that would include a featured Leffen episode. This was Samox's way of redeeming himself among the current generation. I need to be clear about exactly how serious this is, by telling tons and tons and tons of lies the night Metagame...
Watch the intro to this. Watch the intro to the revised version of, instead of showing how Leffen actually was with testimony from people that he, like, bullied the shit out of in his local community, watch how they try to, like, revise the whole Evidence.zip shit and make him out to be like a god slayer.
There was an age long ago ruled by gods, so named for their terrifying power in the only game that matters in the universe, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Many champions tried valiantly to oppose them, sometimes nearly defeating them all, but always falling short.
The doc was trash, though. He interviewed everyone but Leffen. I get that. He probably should have interviewed Leffen, but that doesn't mean remove everything about his past and then create a propaganda piece. This shit is propaganda. Like, I don't care what anyone says. This is fucking propaganda, dude. It makes me think Leffen is a fucking god. Just watch this segment. I'm not even going to talk over this segment because Hax does a good job of explaining it.
After nearly half a decade of dominance, When things seemed at their most dire, hope found root in an unlikely hero, a Yoshi player named William.
Leffen's featured episode began with an intro that depicted him atop a cross as the one who saved the world from the five gods.
Like, what is this?
180 from the original run of Metagame, which showed footage of evidence.
What is this, bro?
It was, though, it doesn't even compare to what came next.
Leffen's now Jesus?
After Apex 2013,
He went
two
from Hitler to
bombshells dropped.
Jesus.
The first was news that Armada would be retiring from the game, fresh off his victory. The second was that Leffen would be banned
worship
from the
me.
Smash community for a whole year.
What the fuck?
Both pieces of news were posted by Armada.
You know, he was the one that posted it, and at that time, everyone was trying to get Armada back. So you did not question Armada at that time. He wasn't really the one behind it, but he stood on the post, so like, no one can say anything.
The worst part of Leffen's episode by far was what you just saw. The narrative you just heard can't be classified as anything less than a brainwashing attempt on the current generation. It's intended to lead the viewer to believe that Armada randomly banned Leffen while Armada was on his way out, and that Leffen's ban was bound to go through since Armada...
Modem MT, thank you for the 5. Leffen seriously should be excommunicated from the entire FGC, Smash, Guilty Gear, all of it. He's had plenty of chances to change and has refused to. That's the thing. Okay, so if people see how he acts and in spite of that are like, oh, fuck it, like, let's keep this guy, and they acknowledge that he's this way, I'm fine with that. If they've set a precedent and have a code of conduct where he's like violated it multiple times, then yes, you should set an example and like get this guy out of your community. You can't just ban Hax for some stupid shit and then say, oh, Leffen, who's done the same thing if not worse, is good, because then it's not fair. Like, banning is stupid, but if you're gonna ban, be consistent, right? The issue is consistency here. So I don't care if they ban him, but if you're going to ban other people for shit that the same person over there has done, make sure they're both banned, right?
Armada had a lot of leverage at the time. Again, no mention of Evidence.zip victims. Leffen's episode later transitioned into a narrative that heroized him for seeking revenge on the community that banned him. Even more disturbingly, Leffen was given a theme song that glorified Evidence.zip.
I wonder if Hax was right as
2
trending.
years after being banned from his community, Leffen was one set win away.
Another a Twitch streamer is talking about me? Slime IRL? Someone DM me? He's got the same idea. I was like, I'm gonna go live and fucking watch this shit and make hella money. I saw him post that in the comments. That dude's a fucking genius. Preacher Jenkins, thank you for the 2. Never watched the documentary now. I'm glad I didn't. Yes, whatever. Mildly OCD. Damn, bro, the 5s just keep rolling. Someone posted this on the subreddit, already deleted. Want me to DM the link? Yeah, fuck it. DM me the link. I love seeing the subreddit mauled.
From being the first to slay them all and fulfill his quest to end the era of the 5 gods.
Slime's chat is a horde of Jisoo simps? Cringe.
Evidence.
Oh, what the
Something I want
fuck?
to remind people of is the fact that I'm the only person left in the community who could have called this out, since I'm the only one left who testified for Evidence.zip. As the last person left who knows what actually happened here, there are no words to describe the fact that this episode went through. Leffen attempted this thinking that no one would talk about Evidence.zip ever again, at which point I have an obligation to step in. After the rerun of Metagame finished airing, Leffen tweeted, as a very biased person who was way too harsh on the original watch, I really enjoyed the Godslayer premiere. We don't deserve you, Samox. Leffen then wrote, also Samox did give me the option to watch it 2 days early in case I had any critique. This is a massively corrupt sequence of events that shows the degree to which the scene is bending to Leffen's will. Just so you know what the original run of Metagame contained, Leffen once bullied someone with a hearing aid so badly that they eventually quit the game.
So the original documentary had the fact that Leffen bullied people in it, and Leffen didn't like that. But he gets a second chance, and they totally leave this shit out. They could have kept this in and done a redemption arc, but they didn't. They revised it and took it out. So now the bullying doesn't exist, I guess, and Leffen consistently downplays Evidence.zip and the source of it and shit. Like, what the fuck? We're just gonna rewrite history? We're gonna pretend it doesn't exist anymore? The
Leffen would
fuck?
go out of his way to prevent this person from attending tournament after tournament, even going as far as to manipulate other people into not inviting them to Smash Fests. At one point, the person with the hearing aid had to take a train to a tournament because Leffen cut off all their other routes. Leffen then sat next to them during their tournament sets and screamed in their ear during them. The rerun of Metagame didn't contain any of this information. The reason the Metagame con bothers me so much is because it technically makes Samox a Leffen victim, since Samox didn't deserve to be placed in this situation. The metagame con also sets the precedent that filmmakers who cover Melee are expected to lie when it comes to Leffen, which is extremely unethical.
Okay. Did Lud and Slime promote Jisoo's post or no? Yeah, well, I don't know so much about Lud. Maybe. I know they went on a live stream with her talking about it.
Now that we've gone over all the cons, the next thing that needs to be discussed is motive. I say this
20
because
more
Leffen's
minutes.
Motives will show that this video isn't just being made to hold him accountable for past injustices, but also to prevent future injustices, as his motives reveal a highly predictable trajectory. 8 years ago, C wrote, "You must understand that Leffen has yet proven to show any sign of remorse whatsoever concerning his actions, how they affect people, what they have to go through and put up with, nor how it affects not only them, but poisons the entire atmosphere and well-being of the community as a whole. And until that fact changes, it would be preposterous to invite, accept, or allow this guy anywhere near the people he constantly subjects to acts of malicious intent, not to forget or undermine the urgency in sparing any new potential prospects. The indecency in prolonging this is truly nothing less than an act of cruelty." This quote suggests that C was well aware that Leffen's rampage wouldn't stop until he was banned, and based on the evolution we've seen since then, C was right.
I feel like Leffen often has an agenda in mind when he says something, when he posts something on Twitter.
Just like HBox, Chillin could sense that Leffen had strategic reasons for targeting him.
I was surprised that that clip existed of Chillin' Dude saying that. That's crazy. That dude was like one of the original victims of Leffen. Mybe. You can see the Mybees in chat.
And that Leffen seemed to have an agenda in general. But just like HBox, Chillin's...
Yeah, I'm doing... I don't know if it's going to be a video on Leffen, but I'm doing like a Hax Leffen video or just a Leffen video. Something like that in the future, but let me finish the zero shit. Let me finish what's on my plate, nigga. I'm hungry, okay? Let me finish this meal. It's a whole buffet right now. I'm obese. I'm like Pyrocynical's OC right now, okay? I got moobs. Let me finish what's on my plate. Let me take maybe a break for my mental health and do something funny, and then I'll come back, right?
Seemed to be left dumbfounded as to what that agenda was. Another one of Leffen's targets who could sense the agenda behind Leffen's actions was Salem. Salem seemed to have a better idea of why they were targeted. In years of research, they wrote, "I have no problem with Melee players playing Ultimate. However, I do care about the possibility of them using another Smash game to just grow their own community and then trash the other in one go while I watch this repeating pattern." This quote was in reference to Leffen. As the years have gone by, I've watched a lot of people fall prey to Leffen but not know exactly why they were chosen, so I want to shed some light. In Evidence.zip, there are two themes you should know about. The first...
Vendetta. Salem got screwed over so hard. Salem became the victim of that scenario so quick. But that's just because he's not very smart when it comes to dealing with, like, social situations. Well, let's not say social situations. More like, internet feuds. He doesn't know how to win those. He doesn't know how to come out on top, so he lost that very easily.
Vendettas would become specific to people who posed a threat to his influence. To show you what I mean, consider the market share diagram I've shown you throughout this video. I first used this diagram to show that when Leffen conspired with Jisoo to pin Zero as a sex offender, Leffen would benefit by rising to the #1 position. The fact that Leffen...
And dealing with math. Yeah, Prismo. And dealing with math.
with those intentions tells you everything you need to know, which is that he's someone who will use any means necessary in order to maximize his influence. This is why, unsurprisingly, Leffen placed a hit on HBox as well. If Leffen's hit on HBox had succeeded, then Leffen could have had a large lead over everyone else on this diagram. Leffen would also pounce on the opportunity to cancel M2K, which, if successful, would have consolidated Leffen's influence even further. The reason I saw through all of this is because I've secretly been on Leffen's hit list for 10 years. It all started with him taking an issue with the fact that I was well respected on Smashboards, which made me realize that he couldn't stand people who threatened his influence. This would end up...
Slime just said that Jisoo asked everyone she knew to ask everyone they knew to not mention your video about her. Yo, Based! Yo, is it... I'm gonna go back and get that VOD. I'm gonna get that VOD. Slime, I'm gonna get that VOD. Slime, I'm gonna get that VOD. I'm gonna yank that shit. I'm gonna yoink that shit. What did you say? What did you say, Slime? You said I'm pussy? You said I'm pussy? Thanks, Slime. Thanks, bro.
Up turning into a lifelong vendetta that would not only cause me extreme suffering, but also make it easy for me to see through everything else that he did.
Hold on, let me open it in a tab just in case.
The Edge is back with
2,000? Watching Evangelion Hax Edition Episode 3 reacting and farming subs. This nigga's doing the same thing I'm doing. I fuck with this dude. I don't know anything about him. I'll probably end up hating him for some random reason, but I love him right now.
In Chapter 4, I introduced the term social engineering, which is a fancy term for manipulating the masses in favorable ways. I introduced this term after I showed how Leffen had not only managed to con HBox out of his reputation for an entire year, but also milked the transaction.
Wait, he's shirtless too? My nigga! That's my nigga! He doesn't have a shirt either!
That's some shit that I
Let's go!
Yeah,
we're both farming money off Hax. We both don't have a shirt on. Let's go!
Which I think is great.
Let's go! That's my nigga right there.
Okay.
Longer that defended her.
Bro, this nigga's at like 20 minutes. Good luck with that, bro. You need to learn how to paraphrase or skip or something. I'm not trying to listen to Hax for that long on everything, bro. Preacher Jenkins, thank you for the 2. Slime might be the funniest guy in Melee. Let's see about that. I'm gonna hit them sticks.
For all it was worth, by telling the Genesis 6 crowd
Upstage him, lose the pants.
Get away with it, and showed his mastery over social engineering because he not only weakened an adversary of his, but also managed to boost his reputation in the process. This tweet reveals motive even further because it shows that Leffen approaches every situation as a socio-economic transaction. Everything that Leffen has ever done makes complete sense once you view things from the perspective of social engineering. From this perspective, Leffen would have initiated his beef with Chillin with the intention of getting a sponsor more quickly, and he would have initiated his beef with Salem with the intention.
He's not on Hax's side on this. Whatever, I'll give him points just because he's not wearing a shirt and he's farming money off of Hax. He's been shit-talking on you? Oh, what a dickhead. Okay, I don't like Slime anymore. Slime's on the wrong side of history. I'm gonna win this fight. But it's whatever, he's based right now. He can hold that.
Mobilizing the Smash Ultimate community underneath him. The key thing to pay attention to in this
dickhead.
clip is that by throwing Salem under the bus, Leffen was able to heroize himself and pick up a crowd full of fans at a very efficient rate. This is the perspective that everything Leffen does should be viewed from. If you have any doubt remaining that this is the approach Leffen is taking, then let's listen to the man himself.
That's right, Food. May the better shirtless man win. Exactly. Slime, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, bro. I saw you on that live stream. When are you gonna address it? Huh? Huh, pussy? Huh? Huh, pussy? Huh? Oh, you gotta worry about your sponsors? Oh, you gotta worry about your little sponsors? Oh. Pussy? Little pussy? Put on a shirt. Hide your nipples. N-word. Modem MT. People give channels like yours a bad rap. Exposing drama in a community helps the community grow. Scrutinizing people is important. People who refuse to accept that are children. Fuck yeah, dude. Everyone that doesn't like me is a bitch. That's what I got from that. Thank you, man.
The whole thing started, I think, with, like, obviously I'm trying to go full-time. And shit, like, Chillin' Dude was sponsored. And to me, he was just sponsored because he was in the documentary. To me, I was just like, well, I deserve the sponsor. So it was both, like, a little bit of a jealousy, but also, like, I know I can use this angle to, like, stir things up and make my own brand.
As cheerful as the clip you just watched may seem, it's actually representative of a very malevolent mindset. It's the mindset of someone willing to ascend no matter what the path of destruction they leave behind might look like.
He literally admits to feeling like he could use Chillin' Dude for revenue. That's crazy, man. That's crazy how none of this shit is hidden.
That brings me to some of the darker testimonies regarding Leffen's agenda, which come from people who I believe have a
I'm using Hax for revenue right now, by the way. I'm entirely a hypocrite.
Very good idea of what's going on. The first testimony comes from C, who I first introduced in Chapter 5. C said that Leffen's goal is to dehumanize people and mass mobilize them underneath him. I then brought up how Leffen regularly uses mass manipulation tactics, such as repeating lies to the point that people believe them. C continued by describing Leffen as a propaganda machine. He then recommended I look up Edward Bernays' teachings. Bernays was a pioneer in the field of public relations and propaganda, and the art of controlling crowds.
See, this is what I like to see. That's not Hitler. That's not Stalin. It's not Karl Marx. Edwin Bernays. That sounds like that could be a fucking baker. Nigga does public relations and propaganda. That's a fair, like, comparison in Wikipedia to pull up. I like this.
Of people effectively. The next testimony came from Otak, one of the boxed representatives who tried to get Leffen to stop lying about game mechanics in Chapter 3. Otak described Leffen as the Trump of the Melee community in the sense that his every move is a carefully planned political heist that doesn't seem to be. Otak also said that Leffen would gladly lie to his
See, this nigga Otak's off the same pack as Hax. Now go lie, I see him as the Trump of the Melee community. He off that Hax pack. He off that Hax pack. What the fuck? calling him... See, this is smart, though, because instead of comparing Leffen to Trump, he's using another nigga from Evidence.zip who's comparing him to Trump. So it's like, vicariously, he's comparing him to Trump, but he's actually not. He's like, look at this other nigga that believes the same thing, and that's actually really smart.
Audience in order to advance his own fame, which we've seen many times throughout this video.
I'm not happy until every aspect of godhood is like torn away, and there's only one god, and that's me.
The quote you just heard is narcissistic to the point that it should raise concern. Even without knowing much about the person behind it,
No, I didn't compare Marx to Hitler and Stalin. I was saying it was better comparison than doing those. Come on now. You know what I mean. I'm talking about extreme, like, politics and shit. More... Okay, yeah, we got articles. And then he brings back the Dark Triad. Epic meme, the Dark Triad's back. Narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy.
Come in a cluster called Dark Triad, which has been gaining more traction recently due to the fact that a lot of successful people are sadly following this model as a path to success. The trait you may not recognize from this...
Slime agreed with Leffen and said you're a parasite. Oh! You're trying to go too, Slime? Alright, bro. Alright, bro. I'm gonna get that VOD. I'm gonna get that VOD. Someone else start getting that VOD. In case I don't get that VOD. But I'm gonna get that VOD. That's kind of cringe. That's kind of Monka W. Whatever that means. You fucking Twitch people. Slime is now cringe. Slime has went from base to cringe. Ugh!
List is Machiavellianism, which doesn't refer to a diagnosis, but rather a political philosophy. Machiavellianism is a trait which sees a person
fucking
so
simp.
focused on their own interests that they will...
Oh, you call me pussy. Just call me the N-word, Slime. Just do it. Just call me the N-word. I know that's what you want to say. Oh, you're calling me a cockroach, calling me a parasite. Just call me the N-word. Let's skip some steps. Just say technicals. No offense or anything. Not trying to be racist. I think you can be a little bit of a nigger. Just say that. Like, you don't have to fucking do all these walkarounds. You're a skinhead. You're white. I know that's what you'd rather say. Just call me the N-word. I would much rather appreciate that. Call me a fucking parasite. Fuck you, man. Try to dehumanize me. Bitch ass nigga. Alright, let's keep going.
Manipulate, deceive, and exploit others to achieve...
Dark Triad? What is this scuffed ass fucking Photoshop?
The prime example of a dark triad who has conquered modern-day politics is Donald Trump, for anyone wondering. Trump's politics were so deceptive and exploitative that many of those who could see through them considered him un-American. Some people even compared Trump to totalitarians in the sense that his policies were clearly designed to benefit...
No, you don't need any of this. And then we have the totalitarianism wiki, haha, epic meme. Alright, skipping.
...as totalitarian in Leffen's favor. In Chapter 3, we learned that the top player who's done the most for the scene in terms of technological advancement has secretly been getting stalked and stifled by Leffen for 10 years. Leffen has directly looked to stop me from providing the scene with things like the box and UCF, and he's been willing to go as far as to lie about
You fried chicken eating. I like that, Walter.
Game mechanics in order to get his way. This has forced me to respond with box legality phase, which what this shows is the desire to deprive the scene of products and services in favor of either Leffen-branded products and services or no products and services at all. In Chapter 4, we learned that HBox, the rank 1 player at the time, nearly lost his career to false rumors that Leffen was spreading. These rumors incited hatred, which caused crowds to become hostile. Leffen did this because he decided that instead of surpassing HBox, he could maliciously end his career instead. Leffen went to great lengths in order to see this plan of his through. He exploited an up-and-coming player named Snowy
nigga just asked me to start the video over.
Smear campaign while also engaging in other acts of hatred, such as censoring HBox's name in his chat and spreading tons of propaganda. Leffen also kept HBox silent with blackmail, just as he did to me during that same time period.
That was in Evidence.zip too.
In Chapter 5, we learned that Leffen manipulated not only the Smash community, but the entire world through the use of a Me Too video that contained a false victim testimony as well as numerous disingenuous tweets. This was not only insanely unethical, but it also allowed Leffen to leverage the movement in several malicious ways. Most notably, Leffen and Jisoo conspired to cancel a then innocent Zero, which people overlooked because Zero ended up being guilty of other charges in the end. However, Leffen's conspiracy did end up ricocheting into the cancellation of an innocent Sky Williams. Leffen is also potentially responsible for the fact that M2K had to publicize sensitive information in order to disprove baseless rumors, although it can't be definitively proven. A fun fact about the Me Too Con is that it's written right into psychology books that those with a dark triad mentality will capitalize on these types of situations in order to prosper,
Stop me.
whereas anyone with even a shred of morality would never consider such a thing.
Okay.
In Chapter 6, we learned that Leffen lied extensively on...
This is him doing a massive recap. That's why he says you can skip to chapter 7.
On the night of the original
I'm almost done here.
broadcast by claiming that Evidence.zip was nothing more than a bunch of forum posts. Samox, Melee's premier filmmaker, was fully exploited that night when he was forced to agree to censor and revise future runs of Metagame.
Zero has a story on Instagram?
Consisting of not only a hero narrative for Leffen, but also a completely false narrative about what Evidence.zip was. The rerun had no mention of the fact that Leffen bullied some...
Gotta tune out, but love the stream, man. Hey, yo, thank you for stopping by. Roberto, thank you for donating. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the 5. Someone said Zero... Check Zero's story? Zero posted something? My beautiful family. Got married with Vanessa recently. Oh, shit! Zero got married with Vanessa. Nice, dude. You know the guy that's a threat to children? Yeah, he has a wife. He's married. Yeah, the guy who hasn't done anything for like over 7 years. And stopped before he ever got caught. Yeah, the guy that's a threat to children, yeah, he has a wife. He's a loving wife. Yeah, better watch out for this guy. The guy that ran a successful team of kids. And never had anything bad happen. Big dubs for Zero. Let's go. Hit that motherfucking slime with the mods. Get that white shirtless blob out of my chat. G-tab spook. I'm a fucking skinhead ass nigga. Just call me the N-word. If anything. Don't be a fucking... Don't do any of these workarounds and say parasite or cockroach. Like you're not... Like you didn't fucking queue up a stream just so you can make money the same way I'm making money. Oh, but I'm the parasite. Fucking... Bitch ass nigga. Get slime in VC. Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. Apparently, someone DM'd me. Someone DM'd me.
It is me, the real slime, Nick Gur.
You can't say that! You can't say... Mods? You can't say that! Slime, what the fuck? Someone DM'd me and said that Slime said on his stream that Jisoo DM'd all the Melee players and specifically told them not to talk about the video. Why he would then go out of his way and say that live on stream to 2,000 people, I have no fucking idea. Why would you... Why would you expose that fact if that's your team? That's as dumb as me doing the Zero leak with my DMs, which still was a nothing burger. It's whatever. But that's equally as stupid. Why would you give me that? Right? You never had to say that. You're just fucking dumb, I guess. So, I'm gonna get that VOD. Alright, let's continue the video.
Someone with a hearing aid to the point that they quit the game, or any mention of the other Evidence.zip victims. In chapters 1 and 2, we learned that Leffen began to delete evidence pertaining to several of these
Deleted his
after
tweets.
I uploaded Evidence.zip 2. Leffen would also manipulate the community by victimizing himself, which led to me being deemed a threat to Leffen's safety and getting globally banned. I also mentioned how
Unban
Leffen targeted
Hax.
technicals by encouraging people to push him out of the community once technicals began to suspect foul play.
This motherfucker called me a cockroach and then fucking pussied out the second I dropped. Fucking bitch. Tech support. Yo, Yorozia, thank you for the $2. Yes, sir.
Behind Leffen's Me Too involvement. All of these actions were intended to evade allegations while vilifying the people who made them. The next thing I should mention is that in order to get here, Leffen manipulated the media at several previous points in time in order to fully conceal the truth about Evidence.zip. Evidence.zip was a collective warning that Leffen was someone so malevolent that he had the potential to erode the entire Smash scene if he wasn't locked away. Looking back at Evidence.zip...
Thank you, Chronoseries7, for the 20, bro. I appreciate that. Really do! Much love to you, man. Keep it up with the content. I will. Thank you.
The Swedes couldn't have been any more right.
Why am I shirtless? Why aren't you?
The of these cons is unthinkable, and the motivation behind them is clearly to claw to the top of the Smash community at
I was better as FaZe
Link. That being
Link?
said, there's one last subject I want to
Okay,
go over,
Rustin.
Leffen's social media tendencies.
Thank you for the
Social
5.
media tendencies seal the deal in terms of his motivations because they're one-to-one with what you'd expect from someone who's intent on conquering their community. Something we've already gone
10
over
minutes
is the
left.
fact that Leffen uses deceptive social media bios in order to lure unsuspecting people in, but there are several other tendencies that people should be wary of as well. These tendencies are...
Slime chat actually ripping into C. They're victim blaming. Holy shit. That's the thing, bro. It's the meme of going so woke that you're actually on you're the opposite, like you're radical. So they don't believe in victim blaming, and I think it's pretty bad to like shit on people giving a victim testimony unless there's a credible source showing that they lied or some shit like that. But why the fuck would they rip into the original victims of Evidence.zip when their shit was so credible that Leffen agreed to getting banned? You're going to victim blame and shit on the people where it's verified by everyone involved just so you can defend Leffen. Like, how fucking ass backwards is that shit, right? Right? Like, these are original testimonies from Evidence.zip that everyone agreed on, and he was banned, like, mutually for it. He was kind of salty about it, but he, like, apologized and said, yes, I agree with the ban, right? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my god, I need that VOD. I need that VOD. Holy fuck, dude.
Incredibly in line with the social engineering strategies you'd see a totalitarian employ in order to control the masses. I'm referring to strategies such as censorship, propaganda, and intimidation tactics such as surveillance.
Okay.
There is exactly one person in the Smash community who employs all of these strategies, and that's Leffen. Leffen is known to engage in censorship on social media by
manipulating the Smash community into using common sense. Twisted Joker, thank you for the 5. Yes. Okay, I will... When it comes to combating this many dumbasses, you kind of need to implement things that will make them agree with you when they fucking hate you. It's called controlling the conversation. How am I going to change the way that every single person believes about a situation without manipulating the way that they think? Like, I'm using the word manipulate without a negative connotation. I'm saying I'm manipulating them into seeing what's actually happening beyond their own personal biases. You have to be able to kind of walk them into it and give them the little emotional appeals and things that they like seeing. Oh, this guy victim blames. Oh, this guy fucking was making this person suicidal. I don't like that. Now I agree with technicals. That's the kind of shit I have to do because I'm dealing with children. Thank you for the 5. Megathigh? How come Leffen hasn't been canceled for all this crap? Like, how is he getting away with this? How am I just learning about this technicals? I don't fucking know. How is it getting brushed under the rug? I don't fucking know. Because no one actually gives a fuck. Leffen's cool, and he's at the top of the game, so they're gonna suck his cock. Hax doesn't have as much market share. Oh, he's not as important? Oh, he's attacking our favorite boy Leffen? He's gone. Get him out of here. They proved his point. They silenced him because he went against the narrative. You can't prove a point any more than that. Like, what the fuck? Oh, come on.
By blocking everyone who disagrees with him to the point that he probably has thousands of people blocked. People overlook the fact that the block feature becomes a weapon when it's used in this way, as it's no longer being used to prevent harassment, but rather to force conformity. Another purpose the block feature serves when used in this way is to evade allegations.
She's blocked thousands of people. She's over here. She's blocked thousands of people. There's no fucking way. I had a 16 trending hashtag. Thousands of people calling this person out. She has blocked thousands, and now people think that she's done nothing wrong because those thousands of people don't have access to criticizing her because she's blocked all of them. She's like, hey, nobody talk about it. I'm gonna block everyone. I'm launching a store soon. I'm launching my website. This needs to go good, everybody. Okay? So just silence all the critics. Don't talk about it at all, and maybe it'll just go away because I'm correct. Fucking narcissistic bitch. Here, take this for your great work. Thank you, TJ Slash. I will take your $10. Your $10. I don't know why there's an A there. I don't know. Is that Australian? Modern Management. Thank you for the 5. Favorite racial slur. Probably the N-word. I don't know. I feel like I've used that the most, but the one that really, goes off the tongue, rolls off the tongue is the F slur. I'm not going to say it now because I don't need to. It's be kind of cringe. But thank you for the 5.
Which seems to have rubbed off on lesser manipulators such as Jisoo. Leffen has taught Jisoo to never acknowledge allegations, but rather to block everyone until people forget about them. It's for reasons like these that I advocate
it is Australian?
to be
Okay.
banned on social media.
Rustin, thank you for the 5. She's a woman. You wouldn't understand what being a minority is like.
Boys is surveillance.
You're
This
right.
refers to his tendency to attack people at random on social media, which creates the effect that they're being watched. People currently have no choice but to glorify Leffen's surveillance, since speaking out can get you in trouble. But I want to show you how backwards this is. 8 years ago, I wrote in my Evidence.zip testimony, from late 2011 to this day, there have probably been about 20 posts I've had fully typed out and ended up deleting or not posting because I knew Leffen would be there to capitalize on aspects of them. Many of these were good, thought-provoking posts. The thought of feeding Leffen posts to respond to with insults has caused me to withhold several posts I would have otherwise made. This excerpt shows the illegitimate pressure surveillance creates.
This feels so
Just like
long.
censorship, surveillance is another social engineering tool that allows someone to gradually take over deranged. Leffen doesn't just perform surveillance. He also has the capacity to stalk people for 10 years while responding to their...
Ask Armada or M2K that might collaborate on Leffen. You know I got my strings everywhere. You know I got my motherfucking agents everywhere. I got niggas in Europe. I got niggas in Africa. I got niggas in Canada. I got niggas in Paraguay. Where's Paraguay? It's in South America, I think. Thank you for the $1 Sorb. I got niggas everywhere is the point I'm trying to make. Paris? Why didn't I say that? Why didn't I say Paris? Hello? How did that slip my mind? What the fuck? That's like the most obvious one I could have done. Holy shit. Folksy, what's up, dog? Thank you for the 5. Honestly, I'm hungry to do the TN smash fit again. I'm taking down these pussy boys. Let's go, Folksy! Let me know when you drop that. Or show me it before you drop it so I can give you some criticism.
Actions within less than a day. This means that Leffen's tendency to perform surveillance is an extension of his need to exert an extreme degree of control. The next strategy Leffen employs is propaganda, which we've already seen plenty of. C referred to Leffen as a propaganda machine, which is accurate when you consider how much propaganda we've seen from him. Leffen even has entities like TSM, Red Bull, and now Samox releasing propaganda in his favor, which means the propaganda goes in both directions. Another thing Leffen does is use propaganda to enforce certain opinions of his as law onto the community, such as the idea that the Marth Fox matchup is 6-4. This has created an effect within the community that causes people to think you're stupid if you go against the latest opinion Leffen is trending. Even looking past the major cons Leffen has pulled off,
he could have gone without this.
On a basic level. Leffen's desire to control the masses to this degree is representative of someone who's not only very insecure, but also very
Thanks for the 1 troglodyte.
Surprisingly, there's an Armada quote within Evidence.zip that goes, "At one point, Leffen basically told me and..."
Sorb 2, do you know when the Zero video coming out? No, that's the thing. Like with the Sky video, I was constantly... Like, if I would give you a date that I'm dropping the video, you would constantly be upset because of factors that I can't control. Information that I have to wait to develop from other people. These cases aren't some shitty gay little commentary video where they put some fucking game footage behind it and then just talk about what they feel should happen. That's not what we're doing. What I'm doing involves legal shit, and like it's one and done. If I fuck it up the first time, I've missed my shot. Like Hax. This is why we're on Evidence.zip 3. Okay? I take my time. So I will let you know when I am 100% comfortable dropping that shit.
Another smasher from Sweden that he thinks humans shouldn't show as much respect toward each other as they do most of the time. Another example of dehumanization is Leffen's overt declaration that he's genetically superior to other people. These quotes corroborate the mentality I've been describing, which is one that looks to mobilize and subdue the masses. Furthermore, the person behind all of this isn't a fraction as trustworthy as he wants you to believe. In fact, he's highly manipulative. What Leffen does is he creates the illusion of trust, and then he lies in massively damaging ways. Over the course of this video, we've seen Leffen misrepresent in-person interactions in ways that completely change the meaning of what happened. We've also seen him willingly spread misinformation.
Thank you, Deoxys Prime Jr. for the 4 doubloons.
We've seen Leffen receive an insanely high number of interactions on tweets that were intended to manipulate people. Tweets like the ones about Evidence.zip 1 and 2, all of the Me Too tweets, and so on, were intended to manipulate people in ways that can't be considered safe or acceptable for society. The worst part is that Leffen knows better than anyone that the best solution is to continue to lie and manipulate, since if he were to ever admit that he lied about even one thing, it would spiral into him having to admit to lying about everything.
Take your time. Yeah, I'll take my time. Thank you, Yorozia, for the 2.
Characteristic of a totalitarian society. Cult of personality.
And again, like, all this shit is like... I feel like he really stuffed this into the end. He didn't need the cult of personality. What he's saying here, I'll just paraphrase, because I don't care for you guys to watch all this shit. Because I actually sat through and watched the entire video before it ever dropped, like 2-3 days ago. The cult of personality, he's saying that Leffen is seen as like an anti-hero or a villain, right? So sometimes when he fucks up, he can blame his bullshit on him being like a villain character or him being an anti-hero. Or he gets a pass from the audience or the masses because of that kind of personality that he's built up around himself of being kind of a villain. And one of the things he uses to corroborate that is some commentary where they kind of give him a pass for spreading bullshit about Hungrybox.
Scar and Tove complimented Leffen for smear campaigning HBox. Scar even said, "But that's what we like about him," in reference to Leffen. This means that Leffen can attempt to smear campaign someone out of their career, then fall back on his villain persona in order to justify it. 5 years prior to this commentary block, there were Swedes desperately warning people.
Evan Morris, thank you for the 5. I had a sex dream about my dad last night, and it reminded me of this stream.
Not to let this happen. The next example has to do with the fact that Leffen was chosen by Fizzy as their representative for Rollback Melee when it came out last year. The reason this decision was corrupt is because Leffen has looked to stifle advancements such as the box and UCF in order to cripple his rivals. He's also spread misinformation about game mechanics for similar purposes, and he's even advised people to mod.
02, you're out after that one, bro. Thank you for the 5, man. Oh my god. There hasn't been an out-of-pocket one for a minute, so that's fair.
Modify their controllers in disadvantageous ways. Yet when Fizzy came out with revolutionary technology, he chose Leffen because of his marketability. This decision sets the precedent that there is no point in even trying to contribute to this community. And finally, the last example.
I hate this point. He's trying to make the point that Deep Leffenbot has kind of made people more comfortable with Leffen and his bullshit, I guess. Thank you for the 5. Srail Mix? The year is 2028. Evidence.zip 52 is dropped. Leffen is still bullying kids. Slime and Technicals are the 2 candidates for the U.S. election. They have still not put on their shirts. Thank you for the 5.
Is Deep Leffenbot. Deep Leffenbot is a great Twitter account. But
this is probably the worst point in the video. It's like, it didn't have to be an hour and 45 minutes. You could have cut some of this shit.
It's also the pinnacle of how the community has receded. This has nothing to do with the tweets themselves, but rather who Deep Leffenbot teaches people to worship. Now that we know
who Deep Leffenbot teaches you to worship. Oh, like, come on. It's a funny meme. Deep Leffen is a funny meme. I'm not gonna... I follow Deep Leffen.
That Leffen has perpetrated. The fact that Deep Leffenbot makes him that much harder to impeach is actually very damaging. It practically ingrains Leffen's toxicity into the community and indoctrinates people on a daily basis.
Yeah, see, that's weird. Like, saying Deep Leffenbot, the meme posting account, is indoctrinating people, that's definitely a reach. Could have kept that out, but...
Another example of how the community has receded is this advertisement, which teaches people to glorify a mass manipulator. This advertisement shows that the scene views Leffen as an authoritative, trustworthy source of information, when he's in fact massively corrupt. The worst part about everything I've shown you in this video is that it all could have been prevented. 8.5 years ago, I emailed the EVO staff to warn them about a verbal assailant who posed a massive threat to the community, but they...
Okay, I'm skipping this. This is him trying to get a ban. And then Leffen comes to his fucking hotel room to hang out.
You're looking at were sent to me by some of the biggest names in the Smash scene. And
this is interesting. I find myself in this situation, the same situation as Hax a lot too. He has 3 messages here from 3 different people that are in the Smash community. What you'll notice once you start getting, once you start getting into kind of the back room of the Smash community, like in the higher up in the social hierarchy, is they're all fucking pussies. They won't say shit because their brand is on the line, and also they either don't really fully stand behind what they're saying, or they just don't like drama. They don't want to get involved in drama, but they'll bitch about it. They'll bitch about it a lot behind the scenes. But yeah, please don't put my name out there. Not that I think you would, but still, no one wants to ever speak up against him. I don't want to risk anything anymore. I want to move on. Like, they're fucking pussies, man. So they're putting a lot of the shit on my back to do this stuff because I'm not a pussy and I'm actually base. And I've heard even in some conversations that they think I have a massive cock, and it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I have such a large workload because none of you will make any statements. None of you will, like, rally up the troops. The guy that's already fucking hated has to do that time and time again. That's crazy. Dragonify, thank you for the 5. Can't wait for everyone to see the Deep Leffenbot section and completely ignore all the other parts of it. Yeah, right? Like, I can look at this and be like, okay, this is fucking stupid, and throw it away. You don't have to, at this point, we know Hax is that's the kind of content he makes. You need to be able to filter it objectively, though, and that's what Smashers are incapable of, because they don't possess reading comprehension or listening comprehension, apparently. Fuck.
in reference to Leffen. But
Off topic, what camera you use? Looking crisp. I have the Canon 80D, and I'm using a Cam Link, so I can kind of stream with it off my computer.
But as you can see, people are afraid to speak out. The scene is currently paralyzed with fear and stuck in one of the most dangerous status quos of all time.
Hax should have asked you to proofread. Well, the thing is he started uploading those X days until this, and it took me a while to watch it. It took me 2 days to watch it because it was so fucking boring. And there was certain things that I thought I could tweak, but again, I told him to never make this in the first place. So I'm thinking in my head, yeah, this motherfucker's not going to listen to me. If I tell him to take out this sentence or tweak this sentence, I don't think he's going to listen to me. So I don't know. He just seems to be very, like, confident. And it's whatever. That's fine. It's just at some points I feel like I can't, like, you know, work the way I need to with him on the piece. So I just kind of let him do his own thing. Shizzy, thank you for the 5. Hey, Tech, first time catching the stream, usually working when you go live. Any chance you got a VOD archive where I can catch these later on? Not really. I could make an unlisted playlist. I could try that. I could do that for you guys. Troglodyte, thank you for the 2. Do you like waffles, Tech? Yes, they're delicious. Preacher Jenkins, thank you for the 2. Hax makes enough cogent points to be obviously credible. Yeah, and that's the thing. And they'll take the one thing about Deep Leffenbot and they'll say, oh, throw the whole thing out. The whole thing's not credible. And that's fucking stupid.
There's this saying that I like that is, all it takes for evil people to succeed is for good people to do nothing. And I really do think that's true. In my opinion, the world is not filled of majority evil people. I think that's something that people tell themselves in order to kind of put blame away from them.
Okay, I appreciate all you niggas, but I gotta read all these. David V. Kimball, thank you for the 5. As a Melee fan, I appreciate your work. Keep critiquing our community as you see fit. Really bizarre how root/core causes of our issues are ignored. Exactly, it's fucking weird. I don't know much about Melee, but getting to know it, I already hate it. Morfessa, thank you for the 5. It's okay. Most won't complain about the Deep Leffen part because they won't watch more than the first 45 seconds. Well, that's the thing. It's like someone's going to clip it out of context and everyone's going to retweet it, and then that's going to be their singular talking point because they didn't watch it themselves. So
themselves, that they couldn't have done anything. Everyone's
We only
bad,
have 3 more minutes.
And if I'm bad, you know, I'm just part of the majority. I really do think that the majority of people are either decent or good. However, many good and decent people do not do enough, myself included. And we need to change that.
Based.
All it takes for evil people to succeed is for good people to do nothing.
What a
The fact
surprise.
that the real meaning of that quote went over everybody's heads last summer truly goes to show the degree of evil that the Smash community has encountered. That quote was Leffen himself telling the community exactly why he knows he's been so successful throughout all of this.
He should have jumped out of one of those cupboards behind him. It would have instantly made the entire video. Like a PewDiePie meme. Just like, ah, I'm Hax. Ah, good people do nothing. Something about totalitarianism. Mr. Fufu143. Leffen talks like a broken Simon Says game. Okay.
It's because good people are doing nothing to stop him. Part of the reason that good people are doing nothing to stop him is because nobody even knew that this was going on. And that's because to know that this was going on, you would have had to have been in very specific situations. In fact, I think there's one specific situation you would have had to have been in, and that's the original set of Evidence.zip testimonies. And that's because that set of testimonies came from before when
Yeah, I
Leffen
agree with
started
you,
doing a
Tope.
really good job
I
of
agree.
concealing his true nature to the community. And so as the only one left from back then, I was able to easily see through all of this, whereas no one else was able to. And that's why when I first came out with the allegation that a regime was being performed on the community, a lot of people immediately wrote me off, and understandably so. I mean, a regime is a ridiculous allegation, especially for a gaming community. Here in the Smash community, we really only ever see 2 types of allegations do people in, those being physical assault and sexual assault. Those allegations are very open and shut. The person either committed them or they didn't, and if they did, they're banned. If they didn't...
Is his voice sped up? Yeah, it's 1.25.
Then they're not. A regime, on the other hand, is a very invisible crime. It's invisible in the sense that you have to be able
He
to
talks way
see
too
through
slow.
someone's true motivations for their community. And once you see through the motivations behind all the things Leffen did throughout this video, it actually becomes pretty obvious that a regime is being performed. Now, despite the fact that a regime is invisible, a regime is also an extremely dangerous crime. It's a crime that deserves to be met with the highest degree of punishment, hence the caption of this video. And that's because a regime can be considered a societal restructuring, where the hierarchy of your community is restructured to heavily favor one person at the expense of everybody else. Meaning, all the conspiracies that you saw throughout this video, there will be more of them if this is allowed to keep up. And so that raises the question of whether or not this is a world that the community wants to accept.
Yeah, you gotta speed this up, man. Like, Dude, I have this at 1.25. I had it at 1.5 earlier, but you couldn't really make out what they were saying. The way that he presents it makes it feel like it's taking fucking forever. Like, it's so... An hour and 45 minutes? You motherfucker. You are bringing... Like, you don't need to recap so heavily a lot of the stuff you already talked about in detail before. Give me, like, a 1 minute recap. Give me, like, a 2 minute, 5 minute recap. How do you even reach an hour and 45 minutes? That's the time of a movie. Unironically. And if you think you deserve people's attention span for the time of a movie, you better be fucking engaging. And it's not engaging. And that's the problem I have, is it's very fucking boring. But, you know, what can I do? Thank you for the 5. Modern Magnet. Love it when Leffen gave crap to USA while living in Swedistan with immigrant grooming gangs that don't get prosecuted. I don't know shit about that. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but I'll take the 5 and I'll head out. I'll mosey on out of there.
Whether or not the community wants to choose one player over everyone else. And the reason that I implore the community to make the right decision based on what I've shown you is because we need to keep this community a place where the people working for it are protected and the people who are working against it are condemned, and make sure that things don't fall into the hands of people who are trying to make it so that it's the other way around. It's as simple as choosing between good and evil once you look at all the facts. See, we live in a world where good and evil can be easily muddled, and the supervillain...
See, he goes on to, like, this whole fucking, like, rant. It's, you can tell he's not, like, a YouTuber that speaks to people very often, because he's not holding my attention at all.
Who really know what they're doing will always antagonize the good guys and influence people to turn against them. But after this video, there should be no doubt remaining as to what's going on here in the Smash community. And so I'm hopeful that this video will help restore prosperity to the community and help build a better future for
Yo, what's up, Bistifer? Oh, let me give you a mod in here.
As well. So with that being said,
there you
thanks
go.
for watching the video. I look forward to hearing your feedback, and I just want people to remember that I did this for the community.
Okay. We did it! We did it! We made it through, gang. We made it through. I paraphrase. Let's see where Slime's at. I wonder how far he's through. There's no way he's going to watch the whole thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ha! He didn't have access before it dropped. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Weed smokers. Oh, my subs are called weed smokers. My subs don't go outside. My subs are Chads. My subs have knowledge of technical advancements and prowess. Your fucking subs are dregs on society. How does it feel? Haha. You didn't have access like I did. Based. Oh my god. Yeah, people unfortunately hear PTSD and assume, like, Vietnam. Dude, is he downplaying shit? I bet he is.
Spoiled and disrespectful person, but
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that someone would be so
I'm watching
evil
you.
to spread this information around. This testimony shows that Leffen will not hesitate to blackmail people in order to get what he wants. It's practically second nature for him.
Slime literally said Hax is
Something to keep in
bipolar.
mind
Oh,
throughout
I didn't know
this video.
Slime was a fucking
One of the most egregious
psychiatrist.
aspects of Leffen's blackmail was that he blackmailed me with trauma that he caused me.
Yeah, he's on mobile.
Right
You saw
after
the shit
Leffen
in
leaked
fart
this
caption.
information, he
But yeah, Volunteer, you're right. That is a really good point. That oh, he's just screaming. I think he's just playing melee.
tweeted that he tried to be nice to me despite how terrible I've been to him.
Yeah, I need this VOD. This VOD is gold. If I make the same video Hax did, it'll be way fucking better.
Okay, I do think this is a good point because of Volundre's sub, which is that when Hax says he had done nothing to be terrible, that it's true, because when Hax says something is true, it must be, unless it's something that like someone else said.
I don't feel like this guy could watch anything from an objective lens. I feel like being a Smash player kind of fucked with his chromosomes a little bit. I don't know, something's wacky here. We are Chad subs and we love gargling semen. That's right, biggest blunder. Thank you for the 5. Yorosia, $2. Slime's bald and has no peanut butter complexion. Facts. Yeah, this guy might, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this VOD. I'm gonna gather it, and put it in my index, my super detective index for dunking on retards. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of product we get in the next, like, 2 months. It'll probably be godlike. Everyone will watch it when it drops. Slime will probably be streaming it, too, so he can get another paycheck, because God forbid he make his own interesting content. But yeah, that's what we'll do. So, everybody rate... everybody rate Slime. Be nice to him in chat. Maybe give him a kiss. Give him a little kiss on his bald noggin. Give him some love from old Tech. And I'm going to sign off because this has drained me mentally. It was already boring as fuck watching the first time. Don't actually, yeah, don't actually, no, don't actually go raid Slime. Let me make that very clear. Don't actually go raid Slime. But thank you guys for coming by. Remember, let's all get together again as a family. Okay. I'm gonna say Hax is still right. Slime is dumb. Hashtag Hax was right. Here you go, guys. I need you to flood this tweet, because this is the based one. Checkmate. Got his ass. Got his ass. And I'm gonna get that VOD. Alright. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Like, we got a lot of members. We got a lot of donations. It was kind of a meme with the title, but you guys really came through. And that's fucking awesome. I'm gonna be working hard for you guys, working overtime on not only the Zero case, but I'm gonna be making videos in between and try to get something weekly rolling here. I also opened up my P.O. box. I don't want to pull it up now because I feel like I might accidentally dox myself, but if you go to my most recent video, I have it in there in the description. It's in the description right here. This is my P.O. box. I'm going to spam that in chat. So, you guys can send me stuff. You can send me fan mail. You can send me just weird shit, and I'll open it in a video. But yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you later. Also, I have a second channel. These are where the small streams are, if you want to come by. So, I just uploaded a new video here. New videos coming. Technical. Okay. See you guys.